What's up, Soil brothers and Soil sisters?
Soil family.
Hey, y'all.
You about to be stream hopping the next hour, you see? Hey, kombucha. Hello, poop troopers. Sharing us out. Thank you, ma'am. Hello, hello, hello. I can't keep up with the chat already.
What's up? What's up?
What's up,
Lion Chris,
Lion Crest,
Larita King,
Kingsway Gardening,
Kingsway.
Gardener Josh. Howdy, y'all. How do them?
Wild Family Farm,
A Fishes. Hey, Soil
Shakira.
sister. Ooh. Sweeney's Creek.
What's up
Ooh.
from down under?
We gonna be in Australia tomorrow. We gonna catch our flight in the morning. We gonna get up out of here. Go hang out with the kangaroos tomorrow. I love kangaroos.
And wallabies and all the good stuff.
Yeah, no snakes and no lizards. Meet us in Australia tomorrow, Sweeney's Creek Farm.
Yes, sir.
What time is it? 7 p.m. Eastern. Intentional Millionaire. What's up? What's up? How was y'all week? Y'all know I ask this every time.
Yes.
How was your week? What did you do exciting? What did you do fun? What did you do boring? Lynn Ann, what's up, Lynn?
Yeah, share with us. Bring some excitement over here. All we do is live life.
Live life, yeah. We
So,
just live.
Yeah,
Blind guy, his wife, their life. I call it blind guy, our wife, because that's our wife. How y'all doing? How was y'all's week?
Yes.
Courtney, I always say Courtney. My husband say, who is that? That's the poop trooper, Courtney.
Okay.
How y'all doing? How was your week, babe?
The same old same.
Drive that little truck.
That's it.
Come home, go to the gym, eat, go to sleep. Same old same.
Same old same. That's why we're looking for some excitement from y'all. Tell us something good, something exciting that y'all did this week.
Just bought a rotary hoe. What's that? Hoeing ain't easy. You know that, right? I thought I'd say that. We got some merchandise coming out soon. I'm so excited about our merchandise. Made homemade oatmeal. Hold up. Oatmeal body cream. What? Oatmeal body cream. That sounds good.
Somebody was supposed to give me a body scrub
last week, but somebody wanted to go to the gym. He's so spoiled, y'all. I make a sugar scrub, and I do his entire body. I put the facial cleanser on his face. Oh, don't tell me that. G Mama Grows, you gotta show me your rabbit. We cannot find rabbits, y'all.
Yeah, man. We've been looking.
We can't find rabbits. Oh my God.
The rabbit trees are tripping down here.
Man, they don't answer the phone. they and then when they do, it's like, oh, I haven't sold rabbits in years. Oh, okay. So
yeah, we're trying to get our little thing going where we actually producing some meat.
Yes, rabbits, fishes. So. Sugar scrubs are awesome. This dude. Oh, Lion Crest. Congratulations again, yes, Sawyer brother.
Yes.
1,000 subscribers. We on your heels.
Yes. Hey, and I don't know if my wife thank you for the little gift that you blessed us with. Man, I appreciate that.
Watermelon seeds.
We're definitely gonna put that down this year.
I was looking at your video today with you cutting that watermelon open. I was like, ooh, man, I heard that crunch. I'm like, yes, I can't wait. We are in the state
Viola?
of we are in Georgia. You know, Viola is the one with the twin son.
Oh, twin. Okay, right. Okay.
Yes.
I see it.
Y'all hit that thumbs up for us. I pray everybody had an amazing week. I've had an amazing week. I always have an amazing week. I spend my week with you all and my husband and our dogs and chickens, but always.
Woke up every morning, safe and sound, went to bed, good to go.
Ooh, today, we got a little show for y'all today. We're going to have some fun. Today is Friday. Ooh,
Sip
look at
and
that, babe.
chat.
Humphrey said,
Hope y'all got your orange juice.
cheers. He got orange juice. I got cheers to Professor Q. I got lemonade. His look just like mine though. Somebody said they harvest sweet potatoes last week.
Okay.
This dude, boy, he was going through this sweet potato thing. Man, it's rough to get that. Is it rough to get to 100? I mean, to 1,000?
Man, I think we keep going back to the same numbers over and over again.
We keep revisiting. We wake up and it's like, oh, okay, I'll put you back to 600. Oh, I thought it was 606 when I went to bed. But yeah, we have rabbits in our yard too.
Yeah.
But they gonna be in the freezer if they keep eating the guava.
Yeah, so, they keep eating my guava. It's gonna be some problems out here.
Yeah. So, oh, thank you, Lorraine. I love spending time with y'all.
Hey, I woke up early this morning. I heard my chickens doing the chicken song. So I'm like, they laying eggs this early. It's still dark outside.
He said, babe, the chickens laying eggs already.
I cut the light on. It's a fox standing outside my chicken coop. I'm like, yeah, where my gun at?
Let me tell you.
My girls alone.
Our chicken coop is like Fort Knox. Hey, lady ass.
Yeah, we spent a lot of money, and I'm glad we did because, man.
Ain't no getting in that thing.
Yeah.
Like, I have a hard time getting in there sometimes, but we got wire running across the ground, so nothing can dig and get under it. Let me tell you, best investment ever. And it's just chicken wire, but
we put hardware cloth all around it, so nothing can actually of size can get in there.
Yeah.
Like a snake. If it's that small, I'm sure they'll eat that. But we put chicken wire across the ground all the way around.
About what, 3 or 4 feet out from the coop, and nothing can. You can see what something will dig, but once it hit that wire, it's like, nope. So that is the best. If you want to protect your kids, my girls are safe.
Fort Knox.
Fort Knox.
We live in a subdivision, and I can't see how people that live, in more rural areas keep their chickens.
Yeah.
Like, man, these things, we have them eagles up there. They be plotting on our chickens, and we got doggone coyotes and foxes or whatever. Out there trying to get them. So I don't see how y'all do it.
They just perch on the fence out there for hours, and I can go back and forth to the door, and they just chilling like, hey. Mm-hmm. So, all right, babe. You want to talk to? It's what, 10 minutes after?
No, still too early.
No. Look, I'll talk about food. What y'all eating tonight? I ate a little something so I could get, so I don't be sitting here like, what am I eating the whole time? What y'all eating tonight? Give me some ideas. I'm always worrying about food.
Thank you. Fish and Love's Life. I ain't seen that. I ain't never seen that.
Almost 100 birds. Oh, so she is part of the Poop Trooper.
Okay.
We do have, we got a couple people that mod when we are live, but I don't know. We still trying to figure out this YouTube thing and how everything works. So I try not to burden people with modding because I'm not sure exactly when you need moderators or if you need them every stream, but I do have a few people that I made moderators. So if we live and they pop in and can help, but I don't know.
Hopefully we don't have no issues.
Yeah.
And, our little trolls, they're usually pretty nice to us.
Yeah, we only had a troll one time. Well, when we do have somebody pop in, the moderators usually get them, so I normally don't see it, but we do have people that look out for us. I'm glad y'all looking out because I wasn't sure in the beginning. I was like, when are we supposed to get moderators, or it's just figuring out how everything works. So we ordered Chinese because the Ethiopians don't answer. I need dedicated mods. So Blind Guy is one of our dedicated mods. She is always on the scene. But You had liver, rice, and
what that is?
Troops has great mock. So
Kamoson, what that is? Kamoson, Kamoson. That's
Kamasuda. I'm sure blind guy tell us when she come up later.
Japanese mustard spinach.
Okay. So we'll have mods because
mustard spinach.
October. Hold up, what's this month? We passed October.
First fall picking.
On. Okay, I know we'll need mods because, Ridge Life do his watch and grow on Tuesday. So Ridge Life will only do a watch and grow now on the first Tuesday of the month. November 30th, we will host the watch and grow. So
keep your fingers crossed for us.
Yeah, lots of prayers. Yeah. We got to figure out how to queue up different channels and be ready to play them when it's time. So we will be getting a lot of mods because he usually have around 100 subscribers doing his watch and grow. So
yeah, if y'all not familiar with it, please join in.
Yeah,
this is a good place to see some great channels.
Channels.
And share yours.
It's some here now. If you go over to Wide Family Farm and become a poop trooper, you will have tons of fun. Let me tell you, that chick party all night. Sometimes I'm like, my husband sleep. I'm like, let me sneak on here and see what they doing. They just be hanging out, having fun. Blind guy, his wife there, like always fun times over there Wednesday through Friday. Then come over here and get in the garden and talk food on Mondays. So
yeah, she's everywhere, as y'all know.
Yeah, well, we'll do the watch and grow here on our channel on the 30th. So he crop out his Tuesdays now. He just do one day, and the other 3 Tuesdays out the month, other channels are doing. So Sweeney Creek will host one. Altruistic Farms will host one. It's 4 of us, I think it is, that will host one every week. So we will host Watch and Grow on November. I keep saying October. We passed October, but we'll do it November 30th, and we'll have mods. Hooga Homestead. What's up, Hooga? Like Brenda Baker. She is one of our busy mods too, and she'll help out doing our Watch and Grow. How you doing, Brenda Baker? She is one of Ridge Life's regulars. So yes, the poop troops are the bomb. CB Hooga. CB is Hooga. He like, who is CB? Yeah. But yeah, watch and grows are fun. When you want to watch your channel grow, when you want to grow your channel, meet new channels, that is the place to be. Last night they were eating pig feet, pickled pig feet. Let me tell you, I cannot stand to hear people gagging and throwing up. But I was all into that, dying laughing. That was so funny to see Tim eat those pig. Tim mess those pig feet up. I ain't never seen nobody eat pig feet like that. Pickled pig feet. Oh my God. Can you imagine what their office smelled like? Oh my goodness. But that was fun. No pickled pig feet for me either, fishes.
No.
GT Grove, I ain't even see him. GT Junior.
You can keep all the intestines and the feet. The brains.
That was disgusting.
I don't want none
It was very entertaining to watch. And I said, I cannot believe I'm sitting up laughing at these pickled pig.
She's over. Pickled pig is the ish.
Ew.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I remember as a kid, they used to keep those things in convenience stores, just like pickles.
Look at Black. I used to tell people.
They used to be in these big old jars, and somebody would come and buy one, and they'll wrap it in this little cellophane, and they just walk out there eating.
Oh,
and it still look like a hoof. Like, why would you do that?
Hey, Tasha Oshie Groves, that's like corn chip toes and toe jam.
Negative. Can't do it.
It was Brenda Baker. Oh my goodness.
We're missing out.
No. We are not missing out, Soil Sister. No. No, thank you. All I could think the whole time was shitlings. I don't even call them chitlins. Shitterlings the entire time. No. No, thank you. But it was very, very entertaining to watch it. Hey, Gigi. Like, it's going to be entertaining to watch. I got to go and make sure I see. No, I don't want to watch that. Eco Neighbor Eat That Grub. Oh, my goodness.
Oh. What's up, Garden of Twitty?
Garden of Twitty. So you have to dig up your banana pups because you are shitterlings. Exactly, fishes. Oh, no pickle pig feet here.
Yeah, Garden of Twitty. I'm probably going to go ahead and harvest. Well, I say that, but our weather's supposed to get warm again. It is freezing. Cold.
No, it's not cold. It's freezing.
It's only probably about 50. Probably about 50, but it's cold. It's real cold out here.
Shitterlings were good too. When he came home today, he said, "Babe, you got the heat on?" Man, I had the heat on. I got some thick hospital socks on with the grips on the bottom. I got pants on and a sweater. I'm like, yeah, it's freezing. So, hey, the girly, how you doing? Ooh. But, yeah, that was funny last night. So,
I'm going to make her want to take them off tonight, though. It's so hot in here.
Someone was cutting down a banana tree. When will you cut your
I'm gonna film it. I'm gonna video me harvesting the bananas and how I actually get the tree down. So, and I got what 5 or 6 of them I need to cut down.
I'm ready for bananas.
We got some that's that got a little pulp in them, but not much. But my neighbor, which is Jamaican, he said that they actually cut into them and get the little bit of pulp out, ball them, and eat them. So we're going to try that this time. Usually they're compost to me, but we're going to try them. We're going to see what they do.
You got your glass of bourbon, blackberry wine.
That's right.
We drinking lemonade. He drinking orange juice, but it looked just like mine. So cheers to the weekend. Somebody turned the heat off. They could have came and talked to me first. So,
hey guys, the Soil Brothers, Soil Sister, Soil Fam thing was something that my wife came up with, and when she came up with it and she brought it to me, I was sitting there like, wow, okay, that is good. That is a good saying. And I know it's a lot of people kind of get confused when they hear it at first, but it kind of grows on everybody. But, people are thinking, oh, I'm not, homesteader, a farmer, and none of that. I can't be, soil, But, soil could be anything. Somebody who grows nutritional, delicious vegetables.
Yeah.
Sweet, delicious fruit.
Yeah.
It could be somebody who grows beautiful plants, or somebody who's trying to grow their pockets or their finances. Somebody who might be trying to grow their relationship.
Hey, it's tons of things you can grow.
That's right.
And it doesn't have to necessarily be in the dirt, in the garden, in the farm. I mean, we are all growing somehow.
Mm-hmm. And that's one thing we actually do. Whether we're doing too much or not, on top of doing our homesteading and showing, our life, we're trying to show our relationship also. Okay, it's not for everybody, our relationship, but to show us actually having a relationship and being together and doing what we do and how well it can work. It gives you and your partner some common ground, something to do together, spend time together, right?
Lots of time together.
Yeah. So you could be growing your knowledge. Spirituality, or growing your YouTube channel.
Hey, it's all growth.
It's all growth.
So that is why we call everybody Soil Family, Soil Brother, Soil Sister, because y'all are all our soil family.
Right.
I know some people, they say, I don't grow anything. You somehow are growing something.
You're growing in knowledge. You're growing in experience. You're growing somewhere.
Yeah.
Y'all rock with us. We rock with y'all.
Yep.
That make y'all our family.
Our family. So we take y'all where we go. Most of the time. Most of the time we share our life with y'all. I appreciate every last one of y'all for being here.
That's right.
Everything. This road has been amazing. 6 weeks. We going on 7 weeks. 7 weeks. And it's been amazing.
Yeah, y'all show so much love. We constantly wonder if we're doing too much.
Yeah.
Are we, showing too much? Are we getting a little bit off? But to me, homesteading, farming, living a family life is all one. And we don't mind showing it. It's not for everybody to show, but we don't mind it. Relationships sometimes get a negative rap.
Yeah.
And there's not enough people showing the
love,
good.
The good, the great. Because, the most peaceful place is home. Supposed to be home. Hey, I love sharing our peaceful place because it's home, inside out. So
yeah, not all of us actually grew up actually knowing what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah.
So if you can see it, it actually, I'm sure, will help. I think my wife is.
I'm doing great. Bugs and all. We are learning from all of y'all something.
That's right.
Something from everybody. I appreciate all the comments, all the likes, all the shares, all the love. It's amazing. Like, this community is so positive. It's amazing, and that's what the world needs.
We actually started this with none of this in mind. Just doing what we love to do and actually having fun doing it. And just off a chance, we actually tried this, and it's working. And thanks to y'all, we want to do even more because we watching y'all do what y'all do, and we want to get some of that too.
We want to grow vegetables now. We add vegetables to our fruit farm. Yeah. So
who would have ever thought we wanted rabbits, man? We going crazy trying to find rabbits, but nobody want to give us rabbits.
10 years, the girlie. Ooh, man. My husband been growing a long time. Me, not so long. I'm afraid of bugs. So, but since I've been out there the last few months, it's been great. We spent a lot of time together. I drive to go shopping now when he wanted something, but other than that, I wasn't too much into it. But now I love it. I'm on top of it.
Yeah, I think anybody who actually get into it and actually able to produce something that they actually, grew themselves, gonna get stuck. Yep. I think, it's just inevitable.
Von Bryant, Triple C. How you doing, Soil sister? I think I spoke to everybody so far. So, you got anything else to say, babe?
No.
That was your little speech for the day. So we're not doing anything. What do you call it? On the norm tonight. Is that what you call it?
Because what we're doing is, I consider something that's actually needed by everybody. Also, whether you're homesteading or doing anything, it'll help you grow. So we got a gentleman that's gonna come up a little later that's gonna actually enlighten some of us. Some of y'all may already know, but it's gonna actually help. Definitely gonna help me, and it's definitely some stuff I want to know.
Let's see. We get Corey out the back. We got blind guy, his wife. They're like, up. Hold up. They ain't ready yet. Just wave when you're ready, Corey. But it's been a fun ride. Like, y'all are amazing. And we all jump around from one chat to the next, and everybody is there. And here I come with my soil family and speaking to my soil brothers and soil sisters. I know a lot of people like, who is that? But the way y'all just accept us and bring us all in is great. So Let's see. Hey, get us from back here. I'm all out of juice. Hey, Corey.
Hey, everybody. How you
How you
doing?
doing?
Go in if you're not.
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Let me see if I can give you some volume so we can hear you.
I'm gonna fix it.
I think it was on my end.
But Quita's working on the sound. She's gonna fix it so that you can hear me.
Okay.
How's it going, Bobby?
It's
going good, Corey. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Glad to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you here.
Everybody's saying hello, Corey. Gardner Twitty, Melissa, White Family Farm. Everybody is saying hello. They can hear you. Shout out to the daughter helping her dad.
Yeah.
Hold on. I think I just switched it over.
There you go. We can hear you.
Say something. See if they can hear us.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
No.
MT Homestead.
No.
Hello.
Yeah.
Thank you for popping in. Hey, Laquita. Okay. How y'all doing?
Over. Okay.
Good. Davis Family Life. Hello. All right. So, babe, you want to tell them what we got going on since everybody is here and one of our special guests is here. This is Blind Guy, his wife, their life. Amazing.
Hey, if y'all watch our Halloween special when we went live, y'all might have saw this gentleman. He took me by surprise. I mean, his personality is like amazing. You know, his knowledge was great. You know, for somebody who actually don't know much about what he was talking about, he was able to break it down to me a little bit. So he didn't give me a whole lot, but he gave me enough to make me go like, I need this. I need what this man know in my life. You know what I mean? So I need this knowledge. So
are you ready for his knowledge?
Yeah, I'm ready for his knowledge.
All right. So we're going to let Blind Guy, the pros, introduce this awesome young man. You ready? When you ready.
All right, ready?
Okay, yep. So I just want to make sure our system is all set up. I was just tweaking things, Corey, because I changed our mic to, the correct one, I hope. So let's go for it. If they say it's okay, let's go for it.
You sound great.
All right. Can hear you.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are here tonight for a high-flying interview with a man that needs no introduction, but he's getting one anyway. We're talking about planting seeds. This man has planted more financial seeds than old MacDonald, Charles Ingalls from Little House on the Prairie, George Washington Carver, and any farmer that you can think of, and Black's Tropical combined. He has seen more fruit from his labor than any gardener on any gardening channel, even Lead Farmer. This gentleman has poured into so many different people in so many different ways. He's poured so much you might want to call him Victoria Falls in Africa. He is the king. He is a lion amongst men. He is the Mufasa of money. He is the emperor of investments. He is the king of interviews and the king of cash. He is none other than Black Tropical's Financial Friday featured guest. He is Williams.
What's up, Tom?
Hey, how y'all doing? Can y'all hear me okay?
What you think about that talk, man?
I'm looking around to try to find out who he's talking about. What I'm trying to do. I'm like, nobody's in this room but me, so I'm trying to find out who he was talking about. But if he was referring to me, I just want to say thank you. I've never been introduced like that before.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Nobody's been introduced like that. I mean, he is the best when it comes to this. And
you have not been introduced until Blind Guy, his wife, their life introduced you. So you have finally been introduced.
I appreciate that. I want to say thank you.
Want to stay?
Well, we can go head out to the green room if you'd like. It's up to you. We are just flexible. So we can stay, we can head to the green room, but we know that Talk Williams is a feature tonight. We just came in to help introduce him, and of course to toast, Talk. Hey.
Toast the Talk.
There you go.
There you go. Yes. Hey, Talk guy got his as well. That's it.
So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give him the big screen, and I'm gonna put us off to the side, right? Let's see if I can do this right, because I want Talk to be.
So let's do this. I can tell you if you choose the one to the far right and then drag him to the box.
Okay. Let's see.
So that all of us are over to the right, and he will be, we can put him in the middle. So choose that layout and then click him and drag him to where you are.
Talk, you're getting dragged by two women.
Man, getting dragged on you.
Hey, listen, man. Listen. What an experience.
So click on his image and drag it to the middle, and you should be set.
I don't want to do it.
Yeah, and I don't want to mess nothing up.
That's it.
Right
here. There you go.
But now we can't see the chat.
That's right for a minute.
It's okay.
What's going on for your brother? What's up, Talk?
What's up, Bobby? What's good, man? What's good?
Yeah, chilling, man. Hey, that was the introduction that goes down in history right there. But you are great at telling people who you are too. So why don't you tell us a little bit about you?
I can't compete with what that man just said. You don't think I'm somebody else, man.
Don't even try.
No, my name is Talk Williams, man, and I'm basically just a typical guy who probably didn't follow the script coming up through life as it's written down. So that means I look terrible on paper, but I've figured out a way, and with the will and being determined, and I've been able to be blessed by God, the higher one, the creator, whoever we might refer to him or her as, but definitely something greater than me. And as a result of that, I've been placed in different positions of opportunity, or as they say, sort of been able to create your own luck where opportunity and preparation meets, right? So I've been able to exact myself on that. And as a result of that, right now, in the context of what this is about, I've entered into the space of the market, the NASDAQ, the stock market, the New York Stock Exchange, however you want to refer to it. So that's just fast forwarding where I'm at. Now, I do have a YouTube channel. I am a content creator. I am also, I have sort of a strong background in technology when it comes to like some .NET framework and some database creation and development and different things like that. But pretty much I'm what they call an autodidact. And that's not a made up word. That's not some word that the guy on Living Color said when he was playing the role of coming out of jail with fancy words. No, it's auto, AUTODIDACT. So an autodidact is someone who's pretty much self-learned or taught outside of the conventional script of what society has laid down that we typically go. So that's pretty much me, right? Now, bringing it straight forward in the context of this, or stock market or trading or anything like that. I am currently a day trader. And so that's pretty much it, Bobby. That's enough. That's enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
So day trading is what you do, not stock market or crypto. That was called crypto.
Mm-hmm.
Well, day trading, I day trade within the stock market, right? So we have several markets. So one of them is, like you said, cryptocurrency or crypto, right? So when you look at crypto, you refer to the coins like the Bitcoins, the Ethereum, different coins like that. One that was popular not too long ago, Doge, and now there's another one everybody breathing on, Sheev, and different things like that. So that's cryptocurrency, or crypto rather. And then you want to kind of look at that as being intertwined with blockchain. So if you look at crypto is the currency that's built as a currency, right? But underneath that, the building blocks or the foundation of all of that crypto is something called the blockchain. That is the infrastructure of it. And that is what gives it its value. That's what makes a lot of it what it is outside of the monetary value. But no, I'm not into crypto at all. Now, I have written scripts and I have been involved with some language development where we were actually scripting out blockchains that, we was testing it on something, but another conversation. But the crypto itself, I'm not into. The market that I'm into is the equities market, the stocks, like your Apples. I mean, I'm not into Apple, but I'm just giving you an example. Your stocks like your Target, your Chipotle, your Mattel, the regular stocks, the regular equities. That's the market that I day trade in.
So I have a question.
Day trading, not long-term trading. Now, granted, I'm asking you questions.
Oh, the day trading?
Yeah, I'm asking you questions that a novice, somebody who don't know much, and I'm trying to learn. So forgive some of the questions if they don't actually fall right in line. This is stuff I need to know. Okay, so
I'd like to ask something also.
Go ahead, Laquita.
Yeah, so I want to ask, like, especially because some of the words that you've said is kind of like what Bobby just mentioned. Like, okay, if I'm coming in, Bobby's like, okay, if I'm coming in as a novice, I want to make sure that I understand some of the things that you just said. So I know, Talk Williams, you just said, okay, I day trade. So some people might say, okay, what do you mean by day trading? Does that mean during the day? And then you said equities. What does that mean when you said regular stocks? What does that mean versus ETFs? We hear all these different terms. So I want to just make sure. I'm going to give an analogy, right? Because Corey and I are storytellers. And then you let me know if this story is correct so that for anybody listening, they can kind of understand it. So I'm going to give an analogy of day trading like grocery shopping. All right. Now follow me here and let me know if I'm right. So, we go grocery shopping and you have the equities. A lot of people think, okay, eggs, milk, bread, those are the things that people need all the time. Those are some of the common things that people go to the store for, right? So eggs, milk, bread. Okay, let's get in there. Let's trade dollars for eggs. Let's trade money for milk. Let's trade this cash flow for bread. We're doing our equity thing. But day trading is like going to that store pretty much every day for 6 eggs. Because Bobby eats 6 eggs, at least 6 eggs every morning, right? So that's why I'm using 6 eggs. So Bobby Black from Black's Tropical. All right, he's going in there getting just his 6 eggs every day instead of doing what I would do. The economical thing is like 18 eggs. That way I don't have to go every day, which if I just went, and said, let me get 18 eggs, let me get 2 crates of those once every so often, and we only eat 2 eggs a day every so often, that would be like the people that are in it for the long game. Those are the people that say, oh, let me just put into my Roth IRA, my 401k. They are going in for the long term. They're getting their eggs by the crate. They're getting their eggs every blue moon. They don't eat as many as Bobby because, Bobby's a bodybuilder or something. He got a lot of muscles. But anyways, that's not the point of this story, right? The point of this story is day trading. What is it? Help us to understand it. So we're going to the grocery store. We're getting our eggs,
I mean, I could define it. If you want me to define it, I can just straight out define what day trading is.
Got it. So far though, does that make sense for like people to say?
I mean,
day
not for me. Not for me. I wouldn't use that example. With somebody trying to understand what day trading is. I could literally right now define it because I got what you were saying, the terminology and different things like that. But that was on the side of crypto and on the side of the trading. But I can define it. I can give it to you right now.
Give it to us.
So this is what day trading is. And the types of definitions that I like to use is the one that you're going to typically find some closeness to if you look it up. This is in Talk's definition of day trading. This is the Security Exchange Commission, which is the federal branch of the government, which sets the rules of engagement and defines what those terms are. So what is day trading? Day trading is when you take a position. What is a position? A position is when you buy some publicly traded stock. So I don't care what store you think about, what market you think about, it's some company, Best Buy, Target, Chipotle, they're selling public assets. They're selling equities. They're selling shares, as we call them, to the public. And they're different amounts. It might be $50 for this company, $100 per share for this company, $30 per share for this company, $5 a share for this company. They're called shares, okay? What a day trader is defined as a person who buys or takes a position on some shares. I buy 30 shares of some company or one, and the same day they exit that position. They no longer own those shares. They don't hold those shares till the next day, the next year, next week, tomorrow, or 2 months from now. That's a day trader. So what I do is I identify some stock or some shares of any company that I want to take a position or buy. And when I purchase that, I sell it that day. Now, that might lead you to say, well, what do you mean a day? This is what a trading day is. Trading starts 4 a.m. in the morning, based on Eastern Standard Time. Trading ends 8 p.m. at night. The stock market, when they talk about the market is open, the ringing of the bell, that's a brick and mortar. That's the New York Stock Exchange. That's that whole CMO and that brick and mortar building that they go in and work. That ringing of the bell happens at 9:30 in the morning based on Eastern Standard Time, and it closes at 4 p.m. in the afternoon based on Eastern Standard Time. That is the market. Trading runs from 4 a.m. to 8 p.m. at night. So I could literally get up at 4 a.m. and start trading depending on what brokerage app I'm using to buy those shares in. And then I'm going to exit. I'm going to sell them. And I won't have any attachment to them shares the very next day. That's the definition of day trading. You're buying and selling in that same trading session day.
Got it. I do want to clarify a few things just to see if I'm on the same page as you. And I was using this food analogy and grocery analogy because we have Black's Homestead, right? So Black's Tropical Homestead, they have a lot of food. They have a lot of farmers and growers on their channel. So this is basically like day trading is all of these growers, all of these farmers going to the market every day, 4 a.m. to 8 p.m. to sell whatever they sell and trade in that day. Okay, boom. They're selling their wares, they're selling their eggs, they're selling their fruits, they're selling their vegetables, 4 a.m. to 8 p.m. That's when the market is open. And so each particular grower, let's just say we have a Fishes and Loaves Life, right? Or G Mama Grows. G Mama Grows is one stock. She's publicly traded because she's showing up at the market, the brick and mortar. In our cases, nowadays, we have apps and things that help us to trade in those spaces. If we can't be there on the floor, like back in the day, we would see the folks yelling on the floor. They used to have to do that. Nowadays, we got different ways to do it. G Mama Grows has her stall. We have Whole New Perspective. They have their stall. Whole Love Notes. These are different gardeners, right? They're all there. They all close up shop 8 p.m. and they're all publicly traded. Because keep in mind, we do have folks right now, like me. I'm a farmer in my own right, but I'm not publicly traded. I'm just a private person. I haven't gone public yet. I haven't reached that stage. So when you say a day trader, you're talking about you're trading from companies that have entered. IPO means initial public offering. They have IPOs. They have now, they're publicly traded. They're in the market. They're official. Those folks are on the market floor. And those are the folks we're trading with on a daily basis. Not like these folks where we're getting buying things on credit. That would be like a long-term thing. We ain't talking about that. We're talking about I'm buying and selling today. I'm putting in my bid and I'm either closing my bid or something, but I'm doing this thing between 8 a.m., 4 a.m. and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard or New York time.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Just making sure I'm on point. Sorry, Blacks, Bobby and Cherie, y'all jump in. I'm sorry.
Talk, I got some more questions on, man. I heard you say that you was, self-taught. How long you been doing this?
Well, I say I'm an autodidact. What that basically means, self-taught, right? So, like I said, that my last grade completed in school was the 7th grade, right? So, and that's because I just didn't do well in school. I'm not blaming it on a teacher, some conspiracy theory, none of it. I just didn't do well in school. I was bad as hell. So the bottom line was, you have to figure out a way, especially when you become an adult, how to survive without other things happening. And so what I did most of my life is I focused on the core competencies of whatever space or domain or subject matter that was of interest to me to pay my rent or get a car or survive. So example I would use would be if, I talk now to young adults over the years, and they might be taking some college courses. They might take a 2 to 4 year college course in graphic arts. Let's say graphic arts, right? For example. And what I'd say to them is, you're not going to get hired for those 85 to 120 things they go over there. People are going to hire you for probably 5 to 12 core competencies of that particular area. So if you focus on those, branch logic will allow you to learn what you need to learn to focus on those. Because if you think about what people do to pictures, they color correct it, they crop it, they do special effects and different things like that. They masking, it's probably only 5 to 12 things anybody could even tell me they do to any graphic or picture or image outside of the 2,000 things you can do in Adobe Photoshop or some other photo editing software, right? And these are the things that people hire you for. So I'm just using that as an example. That's how I've been. So when you, in the context of this market, in the context of becoming a day trader, what I did was I built my own university without walls. I go to YouTube. I don't know anything either. I was a novice. I didn't understand what it was. So the first approach for me was to demystify it. And the reason why I have to demystify it, because I have to say to myself, I have to get beyond or get informed enough to get beyond the fact that I cannot participate, that it's not for me, that there's no way I can get in without asking for somebody's permission, okay, or having something on paper. And so once I was able to demystify, get rid of that myth that is, it's been too long, too late, that's gone. And then I started deconstructing it, right? Because the market is already built. So what I did is I focused on particular parts, particular aspects of the market. And my first thing was to get familiar with the language, the vernacular, that whole build up a cadence so that I could understand and engage what people are saying, what's being communicated, how to articulate it. And that was my first approach. So I started using things like Investopedia and, stuff like that. But go ahead,
Yeah, I mean, that leads into what I was going to ask next. How much time do you suggest that somebody take learning the vernacular, the graphs, and all that stuff before they even start doing this stuff?
Okay, so here's the way I look at it, and this is just my perspective. This is my journey. Okay, so there's no right and wrong. Nobody's right and wrong. Okay, so the way I see it at this point, 18 months in, because I just started May 2020, right? Okay, so the way I see it at this point is like this. If you're a long-term investor, you probably only have to know little. The reason why you have to know little is because the market can come down and correct itself, and you don't even know that at some point you lost a lot of money. You won't even be aware of that because you're not going to be checking it every day. So typically when they say people invest, you're talking about 12 months or 5 to 10 years or however you want to put it, but typically you're referencing over a year. So people that invest, I think, and I could, like I said, nobody's right or wrong. It's perspective, how I see it. They have a more relaxed position in terms of studying up and truing up and getting up to par with what's going on in this field, in this space, right? Now, if you are a swing trader, okay, a swing trader is typically someone who is buying stock of a company, a public traded company, shares of a company. And what they're doing is they're buying it in anticipation of something called catalyst. Now, catalyst is not any of these words you hear used in the stock market, any of these investment terms. These terms were not born out of the investment space or domain. These are terms that already existed. When you hear things like the word catalyst, CATALYST, you probably heard of catalyst when it comes to some type of chemical reaction, right? When two things come together, or a catalyst is something that expedites a particular thing but doesn't change the property of the thing itself, right? So that definition been existed. But catalyst in the context of market or trading or invested, a catalyst is an event and a date, something that occurs with the company, something that occurs with the market that influences or changes the price action or what the price is, whether it's going up or down of a particular stock. So I'll give you an example. Publicly traded stocks, by law, they have to have something called an earnings report. An earnings report is something that they have to provide to the public every 90 days. It's done on a quarterly basis. 12 months to a year, a quarter that is 3 months, that's every 90 days. That is the report card of the company. They have to show, are we making money? Are we losing per share? Did we do any more partnerships? Are we growing? Have we partnered with another company? Do we have new products? And it's also asked of them to give something called guidance. Guidance is a forecast for the next quarter. These are always catalysts because depending on the report card, it's just like your child bringing you a report card from school. They might get punished or they might get a treat. So it's the same thing. The market will react to that earnings report, which i.e. is a report card of that company every 90 days, depending on what's reported. So these things, when you look at that, for a swing trader is important because a swing trader doesn't buy today and sell today. A swing trader buys in anticipation of some event or some short term, not investment, not a year, not 6 months, some short term event, some catalyst, something happening where they feel like that trend is going to go up and I'm going to take that ride up, or something is going to happen that day and I'm going to capitalize off that price movement that day, and they're going to make their movement and make some money and probably sell that stock. So to a swing trader, you have to be more informed than an investor. An investor doesn't have to be as informed because they're not that close up on it. A swing trader has to be more informed. If you find swing traders and you name a stock, they can tell you probably who the CEO is, what's going on with the stock, that they do a merger and acquisition. They are informed. So that's a different context and the consideration. A day trader, though, doesn't have to know all of the things that the swing trader has to know, because a day trader has a primary function of technical analysis. The day trader, like me, is going to be a guy that's going to spend a lot of time understanding how to read the charts, what something means, the definition of what's in the technical analysis, what the candlesticks mean, what is the volume, what is the RSI, and all of that stuff. When you look at a chart and it look like a mashed up EKG machine from two different hospitals, a day trader, he knows probably a lot of things on there. So that's what he's responsible for. A scalper, which is a high frequency day trader, is somebody who trades several times during the day, several times as a scalper. He's going to be a technical trader also. Now, getting back to your question, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say Corey had a couple of questions for you because he's.
But let me cap this up. Let me cap his answer up. So getting back to your question about how much time you have to spend, the investor is going to have a different consideration than the day trader. The day trader is going to have a different consideration than the swing trader. The swing trader is going to have a different consideration than the scalper. Now, my answer, if you ask Top his answer about how much time, I'm going to tell you how much time I spent. You ready? Right. I spent enough time where now I pay my rent, my car note, my phone bill, my cable bill, and I trick off every now and then. That's how much time I spend. Now, y'all can spend how much time you think you need to spend.
Right.
Over $60,000 in 18 months. So how much time is going to be relative to the individual?
Right. I mean, that's great, because you can break this thing down in layman terms, which is my terms. So that's great. Go ahead, Black.
And remember what I said. Nobody's right and nobody's wrong.
Right. So here's the thing, Corey. What did you?
I just had just for my own personal example, from my understanding. Are y'all familiar with that movie Trading Places? Old Eddie Murphy movie where him and Dan Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd. Orange juice.
Yeah, it wouldn't that
explain it a little bit.
That's what I'm about to say. They were trying to take over. They were trying to get back at the Randolph brothers, who had tricked them into tricked Dan Aykroyd out of his money and put Eddie Murphy into a position of being rich based on a $1 bet that they could take somebody off the streets and make them a success. So when Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd found out the Dukes brothers, that's what it was. When they found out the Dukes brothers scheme, they actually went and got the citrus report, the weather report for the citrus farmers, and they had bought a whole bunch of the citrus stock, and then they switched the stock reports out, the weather reports out, and so the Duke brothers they bought a whole bunch of citrus stock, and thinking that the weather was going to be one way. But then when they actually read the weather report, because the Duke brothers read the wrong report, and when the real weather report came out, Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy were standing on the floor, selling
on the
stock market floor. Is that an example of that? To me, that sounds like an example of swing trading. Or is that, am I wrong? You tell me.
That's inside trading.
Okay.
That's inside trading. That's against the law. People get indicted and sent to federal prison for that. That's what that was. That was somebody. That's not. No, that's.
So I have another question for you, then, Top. I have another question for you. So, did you say at the beginning of this that you didn't go past 7th grade, like 5, 6, 7?
No, I went to the 8th grade. My last grade completed was the 7th grade, because I went to the 8th grade and I couldn't do it. I think we went home for Thanksgiving and I never went back.
Right. And the reason why I'm asking you this question is because the way you're bringing this question in, I see Big Guy Journey in the chat like, this is a smart dude. Like people think.
Extremely.
Say that again, Bobby.
No, I was just saying extremely.
Yeah, right. Extremely intelligent, right? A lot of people, they think, wait a minute, I need book sense. And it sounds like from what you're saying is that this is a knowledge that anybody can learn. You just need it, whether you're from DC or not, because they're in there trying to figure out where you're from. Less is more. It's like, yeah, he's from DC. and they're all trying to figure out where your accent is, right? They're all trying to work on it.
I was raised in Baltimore, and then I moved to Harlem, New York, and now I live in Chicago.
Okay, so that's what we hear. So here's the thing. What we're also hearing is a lot of technical terms because you've talked about fundamental analysis versus technical analysis, where we've got to look at the candlesticks, we've got to look at the RSI, we've got to look at all these different indicators, right? And some of us are listening like, what do you mean indicators? But your whole point is that the whole point of what you're saying is that education is education. So if you want to go through K2 through 12, do that. If you want to come over here and educate yourself on stocks, do that. If you want to be a builder and educate yourself on measurements and erecting walls and bridges and whatnot, do that. But the point is that anybody can do what you're doing so that they can day trade, get in and out of trades
by
the day, or they can swing trade, which is where they hold the trade a little bit longer, or they can scalp, which is they're trying to get as many profits in a short amount of time. So you're just explaining to us what you've learned because this is your education. You're like, look, school ain't my thing. That brick and mortar place over there. But the school of stocks and bonds, anybody can do it. And if you find out that you can't, do like Talk did, leave and go find what you can do.
Be autodidactic.
I mean, I taught GED math. I taught GED math to a group of inmates for 2 years at this one prison. And it was like a minimum security prison. And so, I'm in there with the guys who were young adults, right? And I'm like, okay, so now we're going to do ratio and proportion, right? So, GED math, ratio and proportion. And they like, okay, what the hell is that? So I said, all right, man, shut the door, man. They shut the door. I'm like, all right, who pitched pills, man? Who sold dope or something on the street? Everybody had the class raise their hand. All right, remember them days you was doing like 3 for 20? We not giving out change and all that? Yeah. Well, that's ratio and proportion, man. Oh, yeah. Oh. See, so the thing is, people are already doing what's dressed up in another outfit. So that's why I say if we demystify it, take away the mystique, man. A lot of it is fluff anyway. Then you can deconstruct it because it's already built. And then you treat it like an onion and you peel it back layer by layer. And sometimes it will make you tear up. But if you use some type of approach based on how you learn, because I may learn different, we all may learn different. I may learn like what they say according to the VARK model, right? VARK, visual, audio, reading, and kinesthetics. So I might be a kinesthetic guy. I got to touch it, breathe it, and see it, and feel it, get electrocuted, and then I'm learning how to wire up something. Somebody else, they can go with the video. Other people do audio. Other people can read and write. So, but in the school system, the school as we know it, they bunch everybody in under one model, and then the people who don't fall under that model, then they an issue, they a problem. Well, a lot of them ain't a problem, man. They just don't learn that way. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you got to be emancipated enough without having fucking Lincoln on the wall or Kennedy, and free yourself of that thinking and say, let me focus on the core competencies and let me get at what they hire you for, not all the fluff leading up to it. And that's just my approach,
Yeah, see, the guys, y'all saw that video on Halloween, and my wife couldn't pull me away from this guy. Y'all probably see why now. He was talking to me like this, and I was gone. I was like, I got that. I was trying to suck as much as I could up as fast as I could, but I love his mind.
Hey Bobby, like I was explaining to you, my first challenge to myself, this is what I tell people about whether it's not investing but day trading, because most people invest if they work for a company, they have a 401k or 53B or something like that. That's what they're doing. They're doing long-term investments. It's just that your company or organization, they hire an investment firm or benefits package and is included in there, and they're basically doing that investment for you. And that's what that 401k or 53B or whatever they make it up, call it. That's what that is, right? But outside of that system, we can get it too, because I'm outside of that system. So what I did was I said, well, what's my rent? So my rent is $850 a month. So I said, all right, how much do I need to make on average a day to make $850 to pay my rent? So I took the $850 divided by $30, and I came up with $28.33 a day. Now I'm walking around here, and I know how much the earth weighs and how far the fucking sun is, and I can't make $28.33 a day, right? So if not, I need to sit down. So I was telling my nephew, he was like, Uncle Talk, I don't know if I can do it. I said, what's your phone bill? He said $150 a month. Was $30 and $150, $5. Now you out here and you got 2 girlfriends, and you can talk them into doing whatever you want them to do, and you can't make $5 a day, so you can learn this craft and develop your skill set, build your playbook, and then you got the knowledge. You can always get the money, you know. And that's what I want to implore on people. It ain't nothing special. I seem smart or intelligent, but we don't really need smart. We need somebody that's willing to read. And that's why I say, when people say I don't really have time, I know you don't have time, but it's football season, and you've been watching 3 to 4 games a week for 16 weeks straight. So that's 3 or 4 times 3 hours a week. That's 12 hours a week, 16 weeks straight. You spend money on weed, clothes, get together, argue, don't disturb me. You're a full-time student in any university in this country, but you ain't got time to learn this shit.
Right. Hey,
so I
got
to...
some more questions on this stock market stuff, but man, I got to know, like, what's your drive? I mean, you seem to just want to pour into people. I mean, what's your drive?
Because to me, to demystify, in other words, if you want to keep it, you got to give it away, right? So it's off of my conscience. Once I share it with my homeboys, it's off of my conscience. Man, do you know how I feel sometimes? Yesterday, right? I make $2,700. This girl getting ready for work, she makes $1,750. She worried about being late. I feel bad, but I shared it with her. She don't want to do it, but she worried about them writing your ass up. So it's all for me. That's why I pour it into people, because I'm not going to walk past you something that I can share or knowing something, and then I don't say nothing. And, you know, it's all for me, because guess what? We not short on ideas. We short on execution. It's on you to execute. It's not on me to get you to execute. All I'm going to do is pour it on you. That's why when I met Bobby, and he had that good spirit and that good energy, and I was like, all right, okay, he looked like he could just ball me up and throw me in the water, but it don't sound like he's going to do that. As soon as I got an opportunity, we start kicking it about substance, content, the important shit after Halloween over. And that's why I don't hesitate to share that knowledge, because the only people going to move on it is the people that's going to be willing to execute. But I got to get it off of me. I mean, I'm sitting around here making like it's nothing. I'm getting up, turning on a computer and not even brushing my damn teeth. And I'm eating some Pop-Tarts and a coffee and making more than people making a week. It's crazy. I'm driving a fucking $85,000 Range Rover, and I was just in South Carolina at Sea Pines Resort, and I was in Savannah, Georgia. Now that I'm in Atlanta, when I leave here, I'm just hanging the fuck out.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
All right. So I know that Fishes and Loaves asked, is it her earbuds or is the sound cracking a bit? I know for us.
It's cracking mine.
Mm-hmm.
It's cracking. Should I take off the earbuds?
Yeah, try that, Todd, because you come in, you're going in and out a little bit.
And see, I don't know how to make it fix it.
So what about now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's perfect right there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
But no, that's why I don't have an issue sharing it. I drop it on people quick, because we got to get away from this mindset of working all your damn life for somebody else's investment and interest, and then it's all about utility, and they send you home with nothing, and you leave talking about they shouldn't have did me that way. They didn't. You did yourself that way.
Right. So a little bit more into the meat and potatoes, like say, for example, somebody got $5,000, they want to get in and they want to start day trading. What would you say step 1, 2, and 3 is to get going with that?
All right, so I look at the amount as a tool. So what I tell people is you forge your tool and you start shoveling, right? So what do I mean by that? In my mind, I found that once I was using a 20-to-1 ratio with the information, understanding the charts and reading some technical analysis, I found it relatively comfortably, not easy, but very comfortable to make a certain amount of money. So if somebody was to say to me, Talk, all I want to get is $50 a day. I said, well, what's 50 times 20? And they say $1,000, right? I said, okay, that's a 20-to-1 ratio. You should be able to get $50 a day trading. And they say, why? Because that 20-to-1 ratio is so spread wide. Whatever you're doing, it's not going to have to move much to get you $50. Because what I noticed was when I did a $100 a day challenge to myself, I had about $3,500 or $3,000, and I was able to make $100 a day. What became a struggle was trying to make $400 or $500 a day off of $3,500. So in terms of the amount, in my mind, when I write my book, it's going to be a 20-to-1 ratio, put you in that comfortable area about the amount. Because remember, the money is a tool to create the money you're trying to make. That's what the money is. So you have to forge that tool. So if you got a $5,000 tool, you're going to be able to flip over easily $250 a day. But the tool is the $500. So in other words, if you was up to par with the terminology, some technical analysis, and you understood some things, maybe 6 months in, I should be able to give you $5,000 and you wouldn't have a problem using a $5,000 tool to make $250 a day or $200 a day, like it would be nothing. Now, the second thing that I would consider would be your understanding, your knowledge, understanding how you learn. You gotta take a deep dive in this. You can't be sitting there, oh, that's this. Nah, man, you gotta stretch. You gotta build new muscle memory. You gotta look at terminology that don't mean nothing to you. You gotta use your resources and essentially build out your university without walls. YouTube mentors you'll never meet. Black, white, Puerto Rican, you don't even care. Digital magazines and publications that's talking about what you're doing. I'm talking about in the context of a day trader. And then you want to connect like people with Bobby, who's going to hook you up with people like me and the other great people on this call. All of that stuff. And now you got your university without walls. You got your professors. You can swap your mentors out. You can change what school you go to. And your tuition is your losses. That's how I look at tuition, which brings me to that third thing. The third and important thing is risk management. You gotta say to yourself, what am I willing to lose? For me, the general practice is this. Nothing's written, nothing's the law, it's you. For me, it goes like this. I want to win 3 times the amount I'm willing to lose. So what does that mean for me? When I take a position or buy some stock, I set it up where I stand to gain 3 times the amount I'm willing to lose. So I'll give you an example. If I buy a stock, let's use one for the example to keep it simple. If I buy 1 share, I never buy 1 share, but let's act like it. If I buy 1 share of a stock that costs $20 and I want it to go up to $23 before I sell, which would give me a profit of $3, I set my loss to $19. So what do you say, Talk? What do you mean you set your loss to $19? Here's what you can do on the brokerage app. You can buy a share, this example, $20. They got a configuration, a box, a click, click, click that says limit sell. You can set that at $23. They got another box that says limit stop loss, a stop loss, something to that effect. You set that at $19. If it goes up to $23, it automatically executes the first available sale for you after that. If it drops down to $19, it will sell off the first thing it can hit after the $19. So now you have a risk management. So that's the third and the most important thing. How much are you willing to lose? Because everybody can jump on the bandwagon, but you have to do the risk management. Right. So those 3 things are important to me.
Okay. I'd like to ask something now that we're back. We all do. Say that again, Sherry.
I thought I hit something. I was like, what'd I do?
Man, it's the story of our life. We just disappeared over here. Like we talked about the headsets and then boom, all of us were gone. So okay, just to be sure that I'm following you, because I know we got the stock explorer in here echoing everything. He's like, yep, yes, sir, you got it. That's exactly it. The stock market doesn't care. Everyone is equal, right? And the stock explorer saying, yep, learn risk management. So let's talk about what you just explained, risk management. I'm going to recap. Let me know if I got this right. What you're saying is that if I go into the market and I see that I know I want to spend, typically Brampton Gardner has eggs. We're going to stick with the eggs because Bobby likes a lot of eggs, right? So if I know that Brampton Gardner typically has her eggs set at $5 a dozen, right? And I know, okay, great. Let me get $5 a dozen. That's my plan. I'm going to enter that market at $5 a dozen. But it is not laying season right now. And so that means that she's got them priced a little bit higher or whatever. So that means I'm going to pay more, right? And I say, okay, what can I do about this? I'm losing money, but I'm not losing money because, like you're saying, I'm looking at my risk management. I'll go up to $8, or $10. Let's just keep round numbers. I'll go up to $10. I'm used to paying $5, but I'll go up to $10. And if it's on sale, and her eggs are on sale or whatever, great. I can get them at a better price, but it's not egg laying season. So I just got to look at my risk management that way. I might wind up spending a little bit more, but I got my stop loss in there. Like you just said, you want to limit yourself. You want to stop it so that you don't spend too much. The whole point of what you're saying is when you say risk management it's sort of like budgeting your dollars so that when you go into the stock market, you're not overspending. You're not just buying whatever they're offering. So that if I go in there and Brampton Gardner says, hey, I got eggs today for $20, $30. No, you already have your parameters in there because you talked about the apps. These apps, you put your budget in basically, and the app will keep you in that parameter. It won't let you lose too much money, which is what you're saying. That's your stop loss. It'll help you not lose too much money. Because a lot of people, and the reason why I'm giving these examples is because a lot of people think of stocks as gambling. They think, oh, you just go in.
That's what I was gonna say. I think about what he's saying, like a spades game. If you got 4 aces, 2 kings, and 3 queens in your hand, you're gonna bid. You're gonna say you can get at least 9 books in your hand. But just in case somebody got something a little bit stronger than you, you're gonna say you might cut it off and say 8. I'm only gonna bid 8. I can get 8 books, so that you don't let your partner down by overbidding. That's the way I look at it. But
it's not necessarily gambling because what he's saying is when you do your technical analysis, when you do your fundamental analysis, which is looking at the stocks and everything, looking at the news to see what kind of catalysts are happening, what kind of news is happening. If there's a tsunami or something happening and the stuff can't get into the market, okay, you might have to have a higher price for things. Like they talk about all these ships being out in the water. So you want to follow the newspapers, the news articles, but you also want to look at the charts. And then within the app, what you're telling us, Talk, is these different apps that we have, whether you're on your computer, whether you're on some of the traditional places to trade, or whether you're using some of the newfangled things. Either way, you're saying there's places to click so that you're not just jumping out there, throwing money onto the craps table. And you can definitely trade with smaller amounts, $10, $20, $50, $100, or you can trade with larger amounts, $100, $1,000, whatever your pockets and your budget allows for.
Yeah, I agree. So let's talk about speculative. So there is a degree of speculation. It's speculative, meaning that you don't know what's going to happen. You don't. But if you contrast that with people, and we all might have them in our family, they go to the casino and they say, this chair knows me, and this spot on the floor means I'm going to win. And every time she working, I hit. Now, that's hocus pocus. That's superstition, right? Like, you really think that chair knows you, and these lights ain't bright enough. I get it. Now, you bring it back over to the stock market. I'm sitting here telling you there's a new CEO coming into a particular company, and they're going to do something called a stock buyback. And you say, well, Todd, what is a stock buyback? A stock buyback is when the company is taking their money and they're buying stock from the market. And you say, well, why would they do that? Remember, it's supply and demand. They're reducing the supply. Anytime a company is willing to reduce the supply by doing a stock buyback, what does it typically do to the price of the stock? It raises it because there are less shares that can be traded, which initializes a greater value. That's why companies love stock buy. When you hear about a company doing stock buyback, you might want to take a position with that company. I made $8,000 off of Dunkin' Donuts, okay? Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins. How did I do it? There's a strategy that you can do within mergers and acquisitions. There was a private equity firm 9-10 months ago. We're going to buy and take Dunkin' Donuts and the Baskin Robbins brand private. We're going to pay $106.50 for every share of Dunkin' Donuts. DKIN is the ticker symbol. It was then. What do I do? Nothing bright about it. Just understanding what merger and acquisition is. I go right into the broker chat, put in the ticker symbol, Dunkin' Donuts. How much is the shares right now after what I just heard? They're $86. I just bought a whole gang of them. 2 weeks later, I got $106.50 for each one. There's nothing. Is there some speculation of how you know something wouldn't happen? Sure, something could happen. These are more informed, more high probability positions to get the direction right. That's what we're talking about here. We're talking about a more informed decision-making process where you can get up on some information and not depend on the chair knowing you and the thing knowing you and the lights being bright. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's kind of where you straightened me out when I said something about gambling. You kind of, straightened me out by it not being that. It's, information based. One thing we did kind of mention, but somebody just asked, what you think about Robinhood?
Okay, so Robinhood was cool because it attracted a lot of people. Okay, now let me explain something to you guys that you probably already know to give Robinhood some credit. Before Robinhood, ask people, before Robinhood existed as a brokerage app, a trading application where you could buy and sell shares, and I'm not talking about AMC and GameStop, before that, Charles Webb, brokerage app, Webull, TD Ameritrade, all of these brokerage apps, the traditional ones that you felt like wouldn't let you participate unless some white man hit the thing and said you approved to do it. All that, right? They charged you for trading. They charged you per trades. They weren't free. Robinhood came in and said, you know what? We're going to do something, and we're going to take advantage of something called PFOF. PFOF, payment for order flow. So what did they do? They said, you know what? We're going to make the appearance that we're going to let you trade for free by charging the firms we're sending your order to pay us what we would normally charge you for trading. And guess what Charles Webb and TD Ameritrade and all the rest of them did? They did the same thing after that. And now you can trade these stocks. And the only time they charge you a commission is so small you don't even notice it. But you're not getting charged $5 or $6 per trade no more. $15, $20 per trade, depending on the size. Robinhood did that. Now, the backside of that, which was the nightmare for Robinhood, was they couldn't cover those shorts, that margin. And so they had to shut it down. That's what it is. Now, what do I think about it? I don't trade on Robinhood. I think I got $300 over there on Robinhood because Robinhood was the first brokerage app that I embraced. It was like a candy store. A 3-year-old could set it up and say, I'm ready. Bright lights, nice font, cute colors. It don't do much, but it's good for placing options and it's good for taking positions on investments, long-term investments. As a day trader, you would never trade on Robinhood. It's not the place to trade.
Right.
You have to find a brokerage app, whether it's Webull, TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, TradingView, I don't care what it is. You have to find one that's going to satisfy your use case. I'm going to give you a perfect one example, then I'm going to shut up. Let's check it out. Trading starts 4 a.m. and it goes to 8 p.m. Robinhood don't let you in there until 9 o'clock. So all that advanced movement and them stock running up and moving up, you're going to sit on the side as a witness till 9 o'clock. And by the time you get in there at 9, the fizzle done fizzled out. E-Trade don't let you in until 7. Webull let you in there at 4 a.m. TD Ameritrade don't let you in there until 7 or 7:30 or something. So if you want to consider what time you can begin trading, that's a consideration of what brokerage app you might use. Then you might want to consider how long does it take me to transfer money over. You have to learn the rules of engagement. Some of these brokerage apps, the same day. Other brokerage apps, 5 days later. Other brokerage apps, 3 days later. It depends. If that's a consideration, you want to consider that. Then you want to say, what do they allow me to purchase? Some of them allow you to purchase regular stock, publicly traded securities. Some of them allow you to purchase crypto too. E-Trade allows you to purchase something called warrants. Robinhood don't allow you to purchase warrants. Some of them allow you to purchase fractional shares. You ain't got enough. You ain't got $1,200 for a whole share of Tesla, $3,200 for a whole share of Amazon, $1,700 or $1,200 for Chipotle. You can buy part of it, fractional shares. Some of them don't. You have to find the one that's going to satisfy your use case.
I have a question for you. Since you're talking about all of these different options, and first of all, my first question is, do you promote any particular platforms so that you might use them, you might offer an affiliate link, or you just might say, these are the ones that I use? Because like you were saying, for fractional shares, you might say, yeah, you can afford fractional shares because you've been doing this long enough. Whereas some of us were like, no, I cannot afford one Amazon share. I need fractional shares so that I can purchase that. So that's what I'm asking. Like, do you promote any particular ones, or can you suggest any ones for people to get started on? I know Webull is definitely.
So I use Webull and E-Trade, but I don't even send nobody no affiliate link because I don't want nobody to join it so I can get 2 free shares. It's insignificant, right? I don't promote any particular one. I don't do any promotion. I just share my journey and I give you all the reasons why I use it. Now, in terms of Webull, I use Webull because of the graphical user interface. You see all that stuff up there. Even though, if you say, do you know one that you would consider better than Webull? Yes, I do. Thinkorswim, TD Ameritrade is better than Webull. TradingView is better than Webull. They have more bells and whistles, other things, different indicators, different ways for you to engage, even more of a deep dive. And I'm speaking strictly from a day trader, swing trader, scalper view. Whenever I'm talking, I'm really never talking about investing because I don't invest. That's little $60,000 I got is not tied into nothing. It's just money.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's why I was asking, because you pretty much answered that. When you said Webull is one of the ones that you use if you're going to day trade versus TradingView for other folks, or Thinkorswim. But all of these, there's definitely a learning curve as far as people still need to do their research. They still need to learn what these indicators are. And when we say indicators, we mean, let's just say, if you're in the grocery store, if you're at the farmer's market, the indicator would be the price tags, right? That tells us, is there a sale? Is this regular price? Is this up a little bit? Is this organic? Like, I recently learned that the purple tags in the grocery stores typically mean organic. So indicators on any of these apps are going to be the same across the board. They're not different per se. because the RSI is the RSI. And in this case, though, for what you're saying, we can use different platforms to trade on, TD Ameritrade or whatever, Webull, but we still, the same language will occur, so that whether we're at the grocery store, whether we're at the farmer's market, whether we are in somebody's backyard garden, the same language will occur as far as making transactions. So I do appreciate that.
Absolutely. When I think about the indicators, let me say this to you guys. Let me add on to what you just said, because you're absolutely right. So the number one thing to me is price action. That's the number one. That indicators, I don't consider indicators first. I look at the price action. And you say, well, what do you mean the price action? The price. The price is showing that the stock is. The candlesticks are a visual representation of that price action. So they kind of work together. The indicators are the supporting cast. The candlesticks and the current price, they are mirroring each other with a different visual representation. One in numerical character that we can read, the other in something called candlesticks. Now, the whole idea of candlesticks, don't get spooked out, is the idea that you have these candlesticks that was developed through a business model of the Japanese. That's who developed them. And they say, here's a candlestick, and when you see a little skinny line sticking out the top or at the bottom, just like a candlestick, you call it a wick. And then you'll learn that these candles open and close. That's what they are. And they do it in reverse. And Bobby said we're going to do a whole nother one on stuff like that. So I'm going to shut up. But here's the thing. First is price action, the price and the candles. Then it's the supporting cast of the indicators, the MACD, the RSI, the V, the M&A, the Fibonacci retracements, the stochastic, all of that, okay? But here's the key. Don't cost you a dime. TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, even Robinhood, I wouldn't, but just fine. Webull, all of them, they have something called paper trading. And you can go into these apps, and they have an icon somewhere is in there. I can't tell you where it's at. And it's called paper trade. If you click on that paper trade, it'll let you simulate and get yourself a budget so you can trade against the market. And you can learn the navigation and the terms and have that whole experience. And it don't cost you a dime.
So paper trading is practice trading. Paper trading is simulating when you were in high school and you were in the simulator driving and you didn't have to worry about wrecking nothing, tearing nothing up. Paper trading is practice. Got it.
Okay. So, Todd, just so we're clear, everybody at a different level of finances. Is there I guess a minimum amount that you can invest to start out?
I don't invest.
Well, say day trade, starting to do day trade.
So I would recommend in paper trading first, right?
Paper trade
and then after you feel like you understand some terms, you kind of know what you're looking at. And if you're not going to paper trade, because some people, they like, it's not the same. Let me tell you something about it being not the same. There's a big difference between you putting $1,000 in there and losing it and feeling like a crash dummy, opposed to understanding the navigation and the terminology at a more level ride. Okay, right. It's a big difference, but you do what you want. We grown, right? So if I was to do it, because I just can't paper trade, it's not real. I would say take a phone bill, take something you already paying that has a reoccurring cost. Something like a phone bill, it'll get your attention enough, and you can still celebrate small wins and not worry too much about losses. If your phone bill is $150, $100 divided by 3 or 20, because it's 20 trading days in a month, minus any holidays, right? And then you say, on the average, how much do I have to make? Let's say your phone bill is $150, 20 into that, that's $7.50 a day. With $7.50 a day, you should be able to put $500 in there as a tool. Listen to what I'm saying. Not $500 to make $1,000. I'm gonna never say that. $500 as a tool. And that $500 tool is going to be a shovel big enough to just boom, $750 every day like it's nothing. You probably get $10, $20 a day. That's what I'm saying to you. That's what I would do.
Right. So, okay, so Talk, what you just said is, okay, great. Take $500 and the whole thing with trading is trade with money that you're not going to miss, that you can afford to just have off to the side. This is not when you said take your phone bill money. No, you're not saying take your phone bill money, y'all.
No.
Put it on the altar and pray over it and hope it multiplies in the stock market.
No.
That's not what you're saying.
We're saying
is
forge a tool. We're forging a tool. And if you want to make up to $10 a day easy, that tool is called $500. And that's the tool you're going to use, because 10 times 50, 500, you could probably make $10 easy every day with $50. I mean, with $500.
That's where Growing with Hudson just said exactly what you're saying. You have to have patience because, like you just said, $10 a day is nothing to sniff at. If somebody came every day and walked past my door and handed me $10, at the end of the month, I would have $300. Let's say if I slept in a few days or they came by early and I missed them, like you said, there's 20 days of trading because trading is open 8 a.m. to 4 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday. So we're not counting Saturday, Sunday. So, I missed them a few days. So great. That's still, $10 times 20 days.
And we have to index your development of knowledge and information coming into intelligence as that journey goes on. See, this is the part. It's not just you're going to make the $10. You're going to be more informed. All of a sudden, you're going to be able to look at those charts and you're going to understand what the moving average is, the EMA, the exponential moving average, the MACD, the moving average, convergence, divergence. You're going to understand the relative strength index. Why does it mean that? How does it mean that? I mean, what's going on with that? I mean, like if we look at something like what they call the MACD, which is a moving average, convergence, divergence, the acronym is MACD. And this is not for you to learn. I'm just giving you an example. I sat down with a truck driver 2 hours the other day, and he wanted to learn about indicators. And I said, "You a truck driver, right?" And he says, "Yeah." And I said, "Okay, you go 10 miles in 30 minutes. How fast was you going?" And he pulled his phone out. Well, I was going an average of so many miles per hour. But that's the MA, moving average. Oh, that's what that is? Yeah. Okay, cool. Now you're in LAX. All this traffic coming in from everywhere in a particular part of the highway, but it's exits and turns and other runways to get off. That's convergence, divergence. Mm-hmm. All this traffic is coming in here, but there's so many ways to get out through the toll booth, the exit, and this, that, and that. That's converge, divergence. He said, "Man, that's what." See? So if we contextualize it and get away from chapter 13 and page 238, I think we'll be fine.
Man, who could break that down like you? Nobody. That's what makes you top. Hey, Talk, you said that.
I try to put it in the context of who you communicating the message to. If I'm talking to the drug boys, I'm like, "Look, man, you know what I mean?" Like, because I know some young kids, right? I'm like, "Yo, when they come and they are coming, here's what's going to happen. They're going to take it, what you got, your cars, your money, your jewels, whatever. Your family going to come in. They love you to death. They're going to steal the rest. You ain't going to be able to hit nobody up, collect. It's going to be done. So you might as well take some of that money and promote and invest and put somebody in front of something where they can buy cryptocurrency or learn about the stock market, so you'll be straight." So I try to put it in the context of who I'm talking to.
Okay.
So Talk, when you say you put it in the context of who you're talking to, when we come to your YouTube channel, these are the things that you discuss right there. We can get this quite often, right?
Yeah. I told Bobby, I said, "Bobby, my YouTube channel is not good because I talk about everything, right? That's the problem. I don't have a niche. And that's the problem. It's scattered. So a lot of people come to the channel one time because they say he'll be talking about laundry detergent tomorrow. So we can't keep up, but I do give examples there. It's a lot of content there.
Yeah. Right. You say that you got, you completed 7th grade. You've been doing this for 18 months. I know.
Yeah, because of the pandemic, right? So, because of the pandemic. So I used to create databases and I used to do some .NET framework, which is like just some coding, a little bit coding in C# or something, right? Just a little bit. And I used to do stuff like that, create content, do interviews, stuff, fly drones commercially. I fly drones for insurance companies. and I freelanced that, right? But when the pandemic hit, and they, it's like you gotta stay in or you gotta restrict it. I'm like, hold up, man, I gotta get some money. So then all this came out about the gamification of stock and trading and all that. And I just took a deep dive, that singularity of focus. Like I say, demystify so you won't be afraid, deconstruct and just peel it back one layer at a time. It'll come together. It'll come together. But you just got to put the work in. You ain't got to be that bright. If people put that same focus they put in and binging off of Netflix and all these sports seasons and all this other stuff, who can't do it?
In 18 months, how you do?
I'm not that good. I'm right now, I got like $65,000.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like that I could just smoke if I want. No, if you think about $65,000, let's take $60,000 and you say 18 months. So you're talking about 540, 550 days. You do the math on that, it's probably gonna come up to about $112, $115 a day. If you think about $115 a day, you say that ain't nothing, and it ain't. See, that's why you have to have a number, and it has to be tangible, and it has to be practical. I'm telling you, the money ain't nothing. $100,000 a year is $275 a day. It ain't nothing.
True. So I got. Of course, I have a lot of questions for you. I always have a lot of questions because I always want to bring this back to like, okay, how do we think about this in everyday terms? And so far, you've given so much value here with telling us, okay, use this particular trading platform, explore them all. Of course, explore Robinhood, but for day trading, for what you're talking about specifically, you're talking about day trading. So explore Webull.
And TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim.
Explore TD Ameritrade. Thank you, Thinkorswim. And then right. And then you're telling us to learn about the indicators and fundamental analysis and technical analysis.
And price action is number one. The price is number one. The indicators are supporting cast. When it comes to analysis, you're typically talking about three. You're usually talking about fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and quantitative analysis, right? Now, the fundamental analysis is more of an investor, okay? Quantitative analysis is more of understanding what's going on with the company. You're taking a deep dive on the company itself. Something like what they call the EBITDA, right? The earnings before income tax and what they call amortization, those words, it's just hard to say. But the focus for day trade is fundamental analysis. So that's price action. That's understanding volume relative to what's going on. The indicators, like you say. So yeah, I'm telling you, if you put some effort and time on that, you're going to build your own, you're going to tweak it for yourself, and you're going to develop your own playbook. That's what's going to happen.
So yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Bobby.
No, I was just going Fisher's and Lowe's life. They said you gifted, and they must have missed that in school. Like they totally missed that, the fact that you are very, very intelligent. And
I think the school knew, but Talk knew better. That's why Talk was like, I'm out of here. Gifted or not, let me go do what I'm good at.
Like, think about this, right? For me, at that time, I was a deviant child. You want me to remember 9 planets, and now everybody that answered yes would get it wrong because you removed Pluto.
Yep.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
So yeah, so that's the thing, Talk. And that's where I am with this whole, Sherry and I, we are both people that can go out and get a deal when it comes to groceries, right? So that's where I'm like, okay, let's use the food analogies. Of course, they're homesteaders. I cook a lot. So, I work a lot with food as well, fresh food and all that good stuff. But long story short, we know how we look at price action. We look at, okay, if this item is on sale, it's probably on sale in this particular app. So we already know Ibotta is working with the sales and the discounts and everything the same way. The news, when you hear in the news that there's a storm brewing, or there's a barge stuck in the canal, so other trucks can't come through. We already know, okay, that means prices are going up on certain items. We already know that, okay, well, let me wait till there's a sale. When there's a sale, Sherry and I are buying things because, you buy low, you sell high. Okay, that's common sense. But then when we get into stocks and trading, people get nervous and they get scared because, like Bobby asked earlier, we always think I need thousands of dollars. And so that's another reason why he was asking that question, because that's everybody's question.
That's the
can I
spooky. No, go
yeah.
ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I was just going to say, they want to know, well, which app can I use so that if I only have $100 to start with, where do I start? How do I
All of them
start?
will take $100. All of them will take $50. If you got $100, that's fine. Remember, like you said, we both agree. We encourage paper trading, right? Paper trading gives you a sense of navigation, how it looks, and all of that, right? So $100, whatever. Let me say this: what the aim is for me. The aim is the money is going to be the byproduct. You're going to get the money. You're going to get the money. Are you familiar with bell curve? Bell curve, right? So bell curve is like, if you think about bell curve, not Bell palsy, bell curve, BELL curve, right? So bell curve is sometimes represented as a graph, like a hyperbola curve, and it represents like normal distribution or one standard deviation. And what they say is 68% of the times of something occurring is the probability. So for me, that's 68, technically 67.15, whatever, 12 point something on each side extremes, the mean, the mode, whatever. I just look to win 2 out of 3 times. There's no expectation I'm going to win all 3 times. If I can win 2 out of 3 times and not be overexposed, then I'm going to be okay. You guys, anybody, basically in that, if they put the time and the effort and exact their self on this, which they already know how to do, because everybody that's grown do it on something. So ain't nobody short on magic sauce. It's just what you aim it and put it to. So we only have to talk about that. If you do that, you're going to be fine, because you're going to start understanding that you have to move from the defensive of let me try this, and you're going to wake up one day on the offensive that you know what you're doing. And once you come into like you know that, it's going to be a whole different aspect. You're going to be setting up on a trade. You're not going to be looking for a trade in that sense. You understand what I'm saying? So,
Yeah,
so the goal is the knowledge, because you can get the money. If I lose the whole $60-some thousand tonight, I have the knowledge. I can get that. And that's what we have to do. That's what I'm thinking.
Just to sum up what you're saying, or to add to what you're saying right there, having the knowledge to recuperate losses, to look at, I know earlier you said, okay, let me get into a trade so that the goal is 3-1. I know that I'm going to get into the trade, not if there's a 50-50 chance, but if there's a 3-1 chance that I'm going to win, which means you might lose 1 out of 2 times. But the option is that, yes. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Bobby. Say that again.
Oh, that wasn't me.
Oh, okay.
I heard it crackling, but I'm not sure.
Got it. Okay. So, and then, everybody's in the chat just talking about it. I know that I think it was Halal Family Homestead, or it might have been Fishes and Loaves. They were talking about babysitting the stocks, but this is where you're saying the platforms nowadays are set up so that you're not sitting there literally looking at your phone. You're looking at the price action, you're looking at the movement. You can set your trades so that they can execute, or they can, if the stock hits this number where you want to get in.
No, you can, but the brother hit a good spot. Whoever said that, they made a very good point. Remember, we have kids. We micromanage the kids until we can feel like we can do a macro with them. Right? We on them. We got to see them for a while. You have to see this thing in action until you feel comfortable enough with your psychology, your emotions, to set those and leave. You have to. Most people will. There's no way around it. You have to know what that thing is. You have to develop. If you want to day trade, I'm not talking about investors. I'm talking about day trading and scalping, swing trading too. If you don't develop some level of intimacy with understanding that interface, there's no way I would suggest you set it and forget it from the jump. When I say set it and forget it, and you said that, you will do that after you understand some things. In the beginning, you better put that work in.
So basically, in the beginning, you want to do what Fishes and Loaves Life said. Like, you know, you may not have time to babysit your investments while out making the money, but that's later. When you're getting started, you definitely want to babysit this thing because you're learning. You know, like you said, it's like a toddler. You know, once they learn to walk, you're like, okay, let me pad the corners of the coffee table. Let me watch them. Let me engage them in certain ways. Put that baby gate up on the inside.
Absolutely. And who has time to do that? Everybody. Because what do we know about adults? They do exactly what they want to do with their time.
So, okay. So then in that case, where we are at this point is you learn, you grow, and this is where, as you learn and you grow and you understand these platforms better, you have a better understanding of the indicators. And of course, nothing is predictable. You can't predict the market, but what you are looking at is the history of the market. And you're saying, okay, these are the trends, and I see certain trends happening every day. It's sort of like, you know, the baby gonna cry at 3 a.m. I'm pretty sure between 2 and 5, somebody's gonna wake up. I gotta have a bottle ready. So, you know, as a new parent, you don't think about it at the beginning, but you know, the same way Black's Tropical was talking about the the chicken wire. They knew when they first got those chickens, they felt good about the coop. They learned a little bit more. They put down chicken wire. They don't have to babysit their chickens the way they did in the beginning. And so that's what you're saying. Learn, learn, learn. Visit Talk Williams' channel. We'll be sure to drop it again into the chat. So that way we can get on over there. We can learn more. And then, of course, there's no shortage of information at YouTube University. It's free for all, right?
It's free for all.
Black Girl Stocks. I know Black Girl Stocks. That's a YouTube channel where she reviews Webull. She shows you how to press the buttons, what to do. You go live and you on your channel, you review different things according to, of course, other things too, but stocks as well. So you're in here with us. So we appreciate you. I'm sorry, Bobby. Go ahead, because I know you.
No, you're doing great. We did have a question. You might have covered this already.
Who was it? With day trading, do you change your position throughout the day or just set the perimeter each AM?
Oh, no, I'll change it. I have no problem changing it. I'll give you an example. Let's say I take a position, I buy into a stock. I buy 500 shares or something, or 100 shares or 1 share. And I set it. And then I'm looking at the technical analysis. Remember, I'm a day trader, it's short term, right? So I might look and I see other things are happening. Something called volume exhaustion, where the volume or the number of shares being traded has exhausted and it's losing it can't do anymore. It's fizzling out. Or I look at the level 2 order book. I don't want you to remember any of this stuff. I want you to ask about it or research it. When I say order 2 level book, see, people think they're just looking at the candlesticks. No, you can literally see the orders coming in. Imagine that. You can sit up there and watch the orders being asked and bidded to get an insider flow of what's getting ready to come across there. So all of these things will influence what you do. Right. Sizes of orders, different things like that.
So make no mistake.
Open the door. Oh, hold on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm on a live.
All right, I'll wait.
Oh yeah. Go ahead, I'm listening.
I was just going to
my
say.
My nephew want me to move my car. Go ahead, I'm listening. I'm with you.
Oh, you got to move your car. Do you need us to?
No, but I mean it's mobile, right? Listen,
We on
man.
the go.
Right. Yeah, well, watch
we
yourself.
about this or what? We about this. So let's go.
I love it. So I was going to just say something about oh goodness, now I lost my train of thought, but I was going to say something about what you mentioned regarding the orders coming in. I was going to say, make no mistake, is that one reason why we all can get in. So whether we're Coffee Talking Twerk, because he's in here, Corey, he's a tech guy, Coffee Talking Tech, whether we're Vision Acres Homestead, or whether we're Best Yet Journey, all of the farmers, all of the homesteaders, all of the everyday people, we're just everyday people. So no matter what we trade, keep in mind that the really big trades, the people that are making the candlesticks move, are the banks. So that's another reason why we shouldn't feel so intimidated to trade. We shouldn't feel like it's beyond us, because the banks are the ones making the market move. They're the ones that are really making these big moves happen. We're just getting in where we fit in. Uh-oh, I think that's the car starting. Y'all hear that?
Yeah, he blacked out for us for a minute, so I don't know if he can hear us.
Yes. Y'all see everybody in the chat. They're digging it. They're picking up what Talk is putting down.
Man, I mean, Talk, if you ever meet this guy, his energy is crazy.
Yeah,
it is crazy. Like, you can't do nothing but be drawn to him, and he don't want nothing from you. He just want to give to you. So that's one of the things that I love. And I got a BS meter that's pretty good.
Ain't pretty good.
Yeah, he is. He ain't got nothing with him at all that I could detect. So that's why I'm sitting there. I was asking Sherry, like, it's got to be something more going on here, like, because you don't meet too many people that just trying to just give.
Yeah.
And one of the people that he's just trying to give. Not sure why, but you so used to people trying to get over and trying to take from you that you don't really find too many people that just want to give.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things I loved about him when I met him, and it drew me in. He didn't have a get rich quick scheme. He was like a couple of dollars here and there. That's all you need to do. And as you get going, get better. So I was all in.
I was hungry.
But it definitely comes from the fact that he's securing himself and he's securing what he's able to do, and he knows that, like you said, when it comes to those types of day trading and things like that, it's not like a job market where everybody's competing to get one little position, or it's not like trying to get into the NFL or the NBA where you got a limited amount of teams and a whole bunch of people across the country playing the same sport. He knows that the stock market is wide open, and it's whatever he shares and gives to somebody else, they're not taking anything from him. And then again, like he said, they also got to be willing to do it. You can tell them, and then they don't do it. Then it's like, oh well. So he has nothing to lose either way. So that's definitely why he's such a free giver, because he's already got his. He's already securing his, and that so he's really cool, really a really cool person.
Yeah, and the amazing thing is,
best yet, you were asking me about my backdrop. This is a Mickey Mouse alocasia, right?
It's the Mickey Mouse.
So it's a form of elephant ear. That's what that is. But yeah, that's one of our plants. You want it?
Can't have that.
I do want to ask about that plant behind you then. Do you all eat those? Because we call them elephant ears, but they're edible. It's a form of spinach.
Well, I heard some people say that, but at the same time, some people say, I read that it was poisonous.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I would be careful. It might be a certain variety that people do eat, but
you're right. It might be a certain variety, because the Ghanaians, for example, contumere is what they call it, contumere, and it's that they call it a spinach, but contumere. And if you look it up, it's like, oh, this is edible too. So I don't know if in the States because it's mainly for decoration. And so that means they kind of.
This one is exotic. They call it a Mickey Mouse variegated elephant ear, but
if you actually saw it, it actually looked like Mickey Mouse.
ear.
You can't see the bottom of it, but it's rounded instead of angled, and the top of it is like 2 ears.
Yep.
So it's like actually Mickey shaped Mouse. Like Mickey Mouse. So.
Oh, sweet. Yes, I love it. But that is your picture because I know Best Yet Journey asked, like, did you take that photo? That's one of your photos, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. I'll try to I'm gonna see, we'll see how it do. And if I can get some pups, Best Yet, I keep you in mind. We just got that one in August, so we babying it a little bit right now. Yeah. But the leaves are huge, so
we got like six different ones, different elephant ears.
We got a lot of different elephant ears.
We love them because I love the big leaves.
Yeah,
just like the bananas.
I don't know how to change it, babe. So
you don't remember how you did it last time?
I didn't do it.
What?
You tapped something.
Wait, what are y'all trying to figure out?
I wanted to give Top back the big screen.
I can tell you. So, all you have to do is you'll click on Talk. When Talk looks ready, you click on his picture and you just drag him to the middle where you are, and it will make you guys trade places. So once he steadies his camera, that's it.
That's
you hear me?
Okay?
We stuck in. Oh, okay.
No, but let me see.
Okay, did you hear me okay? Or I can repeat it.
No,
it's just,
yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Click on Talk and drag him to where you are. It'll trade you places.
What did I do?
How you highlight him just now? There you go.
So can you
click on? Go.
Yeah.
We got to get a new computer.
I think.
Yeah, I'm back.
There you go.
There you go.
All right.
Hey, Tom. One of the last questions I had personally was 80-90% of the people lose money in the day trading.
Like, the majority
what's the secret?
The majority of the people lose money day trading. Majority of the people. It's hard to find some numbers or anything that says that that's not the case. Okay. So absolutely. Again, bell curve. They're talking about the 75% of the people. I'm an outlier, right? And I'm not an outlier because it was assigned to me. I'm an outlier because that's just the way things are for me. But what I'm saying to you is, your approach, you will know. Let's say, how kids say, oh, I want to be in the studio, I'm going to be a rapper. And so the idea is you don't want to shut the kid down because the kid might get in the studio with his buddies and he find out he want to be a sound engineer. He might want to be something else. He may gravitate to some other aspect or other talent or craft that's used in that particular domain or field. So it's the same way with this. We can sit here and talk about, I'm a day trader. Yeah, that looks nice. I want to get into that. And then when you guys look up under the hood, you say, you know what? Swing trading might be for me. Or you know what? This is confirmed to me that I need to stick with investments. So this is not really about locking people down with some thesis statement or mantra that, if I can do it, you can do it too. No, it's about demystification. It's about don't be afraid to look, don't be afraid to learn, because it might lead you or lend you somewhere to some exposure where you wind up taking some other route. This works for me. You're going to know if it works for you.
Right. I mean, I watched a lot of videos on this, and I'm clearer just talking to you than I have gotten in probably hours and hours of looking at content. And it's basically because you are able to break things down in layman terms, not using all these big words. And whenever you do use them, you actually explain what the words mean.
No doubt. Yeah.
So it is great for me. I don't know about the rest of the chat, if anybody, as ignorant as I was with this thing, but I mean, I'm way clearer.
I was at the bus stop that you're at now. Okay. They didn't drop me off here. You're coming. You're coming. Okay. I didn't have a me at the time. But here's the thing. You don't need a me. Like I said earlier.
I did.
You build your own university without walls. That's what you do. And you pick your mentors. And I don't want nobody following what I do. I don't want nobody trying to mirror what I do. What I want people to do is seek out someone who explains it and articulates it and deliver it to you in the way that you can get it. It's not about me. I'm just saying, look, that's it. Don't do it my way. Don't find your mentors. Now, will I provide resources? Because we're gonna have something going on, Bobby. So all that's gonna come. I'm gonna provide the tools and the resources, all that. But I want you guys to say, you know what? That tool that Talk said use, that was cool. But you know what? I got something better. That's how it has to work for you. You got to take what people doing, tweak it for yourself, and then do your thing. That's what it's all about.
That's
everything. And a lot of people fall for the get rich quick scheme, and that is a red flag to me altogether. And the way you actually told me about it made me just stop and like, okay, let me listen to this guy. He ain't trying to sell me no dream. He ain't trying to sell me nothing. He just trying to give me this information. And believe me, when I was out there and you was talking, I was waiting for the ball to drop. Like, what is he selling? And then I realized that, he just wanna spread this. He just want to get his information.
That's it, man. That's all.
I was done, because you don't run into that every day. And like I was telling them while you was gone, man, I mean, you so rarely find people like that. The blind guy and his wife, they were that way to us when we first got on YouTube, and nothing but love. Because when you find people that way, you hold on to them as long as you can, and forever if you can, because to me that's exceptional people, they're just out trying to show love and give.
I appreciate it. I just believe in order to keep it, you have to give it, Right. And it's just like the YouTube. I remember I had 12 subscribers on my YouTube channel, and 5 of them were relatives, so they had to subscribe, right? But then you understand that your target audience, your subscribers, these are people that you'll never meet. And so if you're trying to grow your subscription rate for whatever reason, whether it's to be monetized, create opportunities, or just put out good content, you clearly understand that the people because we think we know a lot of people, 5 people. Stop kidding yourself, right? And I'll say yourself, ourselves, whatever. Right. And compares relative to how many people you're trying to grow, how you're trying to get traffic and all of that. And that's just the way it is. So most of the money or opportunities I've made from my YouTube channel don't come from the money that Google sends me every month. It comes from other people looking, saying, hey, we need somebody with that talent. Can we use some of that footage? Can we do that? And that's how I've made thousands of dollars from my small YouTube channel. And that's why I tell people, like, yeah, but my channel's small. But no, once you start monetizing it, depending on your content, you don't know what opportunities come from not them paying you for the CPMs, the clicks per mil or whatever, but just from your content. That you'll get opportunities,
Right.
So
right. I mean, we loving this. We loving the journey that we having on YouTube. We meeting some great people. So
filling it out as we go, because we learning. We don't know anything about YouTube yet.
Yeah.
We got to do one on YouTube. We got to do one. I'm gonna be the YouTube man.
Hey,
we do one on YouTube.
I told them when we first saw you downtown, I was like, oh, this dude want to take pictures, but he must be dressed as YouTube today. It's Halloween. Then when you came back and started talking, I was like,
oh, we're like, he a content creator.
We got to dress them. I mean, it's good, man. It's good. It's, I just think like people can connect people, right? And I think that if we have something to offer, I think that we should, because one of the strategies I use to retain and elevate and develop myself is by sharing information too, right? Because that allows me to understand it a little better also. So it's a win-win no matter what. That's all I'm saying to you.
Right.
Yeah, I don't need no money from people because I know how to make the money. So that's just what it is.
I do notice that your YouTube channel is pinned. They have it as a pinned comment. So if anybody's watching this on the replay, in the live chat, your YouTube channel is pinned there. We have the continued access.
Thank you.
Yes, so if you don't see it in the chat, if anybody's watching right now and you're like, man, I want to check this guy out. You do have over 10,000 subscribers currently on YouTube, but you're a real person because all of the information that you're giving, it's information that's standard for stocks and for trading and for the market. You're not making up your own terms and all of that kind of stuff. So that's really reassuring. And just so that anybody knows, hey, we can find you in the pinned comment. That's where we can just subscribe or just simply go check you out.
I appreciate you guys, really.
Man, we appreciate you. You just don't know. What's your channel?
Tak Williams, TAK space Williams.
Hold up, Tak.
All right.
Maybe he didn't ask you to do it right. Shout your channel out.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Tak Williams, host and creator of what? The Examine Life podcast. Check me out on YouTube, TAK Williams. Just real simple. Tak Williams. You can find me over there on YouTube. And let me give you guys a tip before I go. You might say, well, you're on YouTube, but you're saying the creator of the Examine Life podcast. How does that matter? I'm going to tell you how. If you create your content with video and audio, then you get a 3-for-1. What's the 3-for-1? You get to shoot it on YouTube, put it up there, potentially monetize it. You get to strip the audio out and put it on a podcast where it's audio only. And then for your possible book or blog, you turn on transcript on your YouTube channel and it'll have the words. So now you don't have to pay somebody to sit there and listen and write everything down. You copy and paste that out in the editor, and now you can fill and populate your blog at will. That's my tip for the day.
What grade?
Hey.
Man, top, man.
That's all I got, right?
That's all you got. That's all, just a little bit.
Amazing.
Hey, I love having you here, man, and I appreciate you coming, man. I think you did, gave a lot of value. I mean, if one day we able to do a lot more in life, it's gonna be all because of you, so we definitely appreciate it. If anybody got any questions before, Tak go, but if you got a cup of lemonade, you could just sit back and chill. But if anybody got any questions before Tak go, y'all
all of us are here doing the same thing. We're serving, right? That's right. All it is. And I think that all of us are responsible to serve in our own capacity, And then the people that we serve or the communities or whatever that is, then it's all for you. See, then it's not, like, why you didn't share? Like, why didn't you inform? Why didn't you, you know what I mean? The people that can see are responsible for grabbing the hands of the blind and walk them straight across the street.
So you see Corey got his hand up. Corey can't see.
So I don't think Corey. So Laquita, explain who you guys are to Tak.
Yeah, just really quickly,
I'm Corey. I'm the blind guy. I cannot see.
His eyes don't work.
My eyes don't work. I lost my sight when I was 19 years old. And Tak, before you ask, I'm 19 now. I'm gonna stay there.
Right. And so that I'm the wife, and I've been leading him, like you said, along the way, since for the past 25 years. Corey has been able to see. So we are those living examples of what you said. But I do want to say that earlier you pretty much alluded to when Bobby said, okay, I'm learning and I'm growing. And you said, don't worry, you're on the way. You're on the bus. What you're basically saying is Bobby's on the struggle bus. He's struggling right now, but he'll get off. The struggle bus does make a stop.
Yeah, because I was there. I was at that very bus stop. I was right there. And I'm telling you, he's coming. I know it. It's a journey. It's a journey for all of us. That's all it is.
Well, I have to complain because you used that example of a blind person going across the street. I'm offended. So, but if you want to let me drive the Land Rover or the Range Rover one time,
hey man, you got it, man. You know what? It's cool. It's cool, man. Because I'm gonna tell you, like, what happened was. So this is a little vanity and ego and pride in here, but here's what happened. I got into a situation and I looked and I was like, I'm taking $32,000 out my account. And I took $32,000 out. And you know, I ain't got good credit. I ain't even got great credit, right? I went up there to them people and they said, well, your credit. I said, man, I got 32,000. He said, oh, you don't have to put all that on it. Just put 16 and we good. And I put 16 on it. And yes, man. Yes. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
That.
It's listen to what I'm listen to what I'm saying. Like, let's say if we forget everything, not forget everything, but let's just use something real practical. Think about your mortgage. Imagine if you just say, you know what? Ain't no getting paid in the stock market, but we just gonna allow you to pay your mortgage every month off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Right.
That's excellent. Hey, you know I'm talking when we saw you downtown and you said you wanted to take a picture, and my wife turned around because she was doing her family thing, and then she turned back. She's like, "Where did he go?"
Yeah.
And you know, I said, "He right there." And then we see you getting out of the Land Rover because you were saying about a guy who was playing a guitar for money.
No, so that guy was homeless, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So, and he was smoking, man, like a chimney, right? So I was like, let me wait till that go off because I don't smoke, right? And then I walked up and I was just like, yo, you look like such and such. I'll just start big upping them, right? Because I always feel like we one situation or injury or some type of change that's unexpected, and we're that other person. And we're asking people, what's my last name and how you spell it. That's how I look at it. So then he was like, oh no. I said, man, you play professionally? He was like, and I was like, man, play something. I got you right now, right? Because he said, give me some change. And I gave him $5 at first. And then I said, give it back. And I gave him a 20. Because everybody, like, people, you bump your head the wrong way, you'll be asking somebody how to spell your name, man.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah, we thought it was great just to see the fact that you was over there and then go get out of that the SUV. So it will show you that you can't judge somebody or think that you know a situation, you know, just based off of, you know, first sight.
No, man. I you know, it's like my daughter, she always teased me. She said, you pay rent in Chicago for nothing. You pay rent in Chicago for nothing. You never there. You know, and that's why I know I'm blessed. But I'm not blessed to the point where it's something special. No, it's the information, man. I'm telling you, if people execute in their space, whatever your domain is, and you execute to the point, because here's my thing. We're not up against greatness. We're competing against mediocrity. Because most people, that's what they're going to do. They're going to be mediocre. So if you can't rise above the mediocrity, man, I don't know what to say.
This has been great talk. Go ahead, Corey.
Talk, I got a question.
Sure.
I don't know how much you are into, have been into the comic books and stuff like that in the Marvel universe, but if you could pick one superhero to compare yourself to when it comes to the things you've overcome in life, the things that you've achieved in life, who would that be?
Oh, is this his like final thoughts, or is this his?
I give you that. That's cool right there, because I'm not into comic books at all. Now I got a homeboy, right? He has probably 280,000 comic books, and he sells them like it's Bitcoin. He sells them online, whatever like that. So I bought like 5,000 comic books from him, and he told me, I told him, give me the ones that's $1 a piece, that's not worth nothing. So I just bought them, right? I don't look at none of them, right? I put them up. So if I had to say superhero, compare myself to. I wouldn't compare myself to no superhero at all, really. I
Your
don't
own
know, man.
superhero.
That's tough. You got me. I ain't shut up all night. You got me shut up on that one, man.
Nah, that just means you're your own superhero. That's all.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Top
Tuck,
Williams.
this is not the last time we're going to hear from you or see you.
Oh, no doubt, because I want to get into it with y'all about not so much the cryptocurrency, that part of it, but I want to get into it at some aspect about the underlying technology that allows cryptocurrency to be what it is, which is blockchain.
Yeah, blockchain, like you're saying, blockchain was there before. Like that's the foundation. Blockchain is
That's
like
the foundation. The blockchain is just real quick, and then y'all can cut me off because I can get into it.
Yeah, you good.
So here's what I want you to do. Imagine an empty room. You can take your bedroom, your living room, whatever room. Imagine nothing's in there, not even the paint on the wall. This is how blockchain works. There's some initial item that comes into your bedroom. It could be the carpet, it could be the bed, it could be the light, it could be the paint. Some initial item, because nothing was there but the floor and the walls and the windows. We'll leave the windows there initially. That right there, that initial one, is written in the blockchain. That's the initial one. That's the alpha. That's the beginning. That's it. The very next item that comes to that bedroom door is not allowed in until there's verification that the first thing came in, when it came in, and where's the position. Then that second thing is allowed in. The third thing that comes in, whether it's your bed, your blanket, a chair, a light bulb, doesn't come in and get confirmed until they can confirm the second thing that came in, when and where, and that has to confirm the first thing that came in, when and where. And this is blockchain conceptually, right? Just real quick. Everything is confirmed by the previous things, when and where, a point in time, or it'll break it. Not only will it do that, the confirmation comes by that, but it also has to be a transaction. So when you think about blockchain, that's why if you're into property, buying property, you hear people buy bad titles, somebody owned the title, signature wasn't right. If it was on blockchain, it would go away because the integrity is established. But we can get into that. That technology of blockchain.
All right, so I got to come through and see if I got this straight. All right. So just to give an analogy of blockchain is like the farmer that says, okay, I got this one cow, but and this cow is going to have a calf, and I'm not getting another bull until I have so many, or I'm not getting another bull until I have so many other cows. But the farmer knows everything is basically what I'm trying to say. The farmer says, okay, this year I'm planting this, and I got to rotate the crops. The farmer is the one keeping the integrity of the land, saying, okay, I got to rotate the crops out. I can't grow soybeans every year.
Hang on. The idea of the blockchain is this: nothing is allowed until the previous thing is confirmed. That's the idea of the blockchain. Like absolutely nothing.
So the blockchain is Big Mama. Ain't nothing getting past Big Mama. Big Mama
until the previous thing is confirmed. Right. So she just don't let the sixth child in because she know it's hers. Right. When the sixth child comes to the door, it only can get in with a confirmation of the fifth, the fourth, the third, the second, the first. Right. And it's decentralized. It's everywhere. So unless they can cut it all off at once, you can't even shut it down. But
So I like this. So basically, now I was trying not to be biased, but me and Sherry are women, and women, we always think we're right, and women are the honest ones. So I say, put that finger down, Corey. Put that finger down, Corey. The blockchain is
negative. That's a negative statement there.
Basically, the blockchain, like you said, keeping the integrity. The blockchain is like the absolute. The blockchain is keeping everything honest. The blockchain is saying, okay, if this, then that. Ain't no, in between and all of that kind of stuff. See, I was trying to give it to the farmer, Corey, saying, Farmer Bob says we're going to get another bull when we get so many XYZs, but we kind of had to move it over to Big Mama. Long story short, blockchain is the absolute. It's a systematic thing where it doesn't allow for variables. It's just straightforward. If this, then that, and that's the way it is. Sort of like basically what you described. But we're not going to add any more analogies.
No.
I'm satisfied, Sherry. You are. Sherry, if you say yes, the woman, Big Mama, we're right. It's a woman.
I don't know if Corey want to shut you down or auction you off.
Bobby, can I say it?
You can say it. Say it.
Shut up! Can't you see Talk Williams talking? Shut up!
No, man, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed it.
We enjoyed it too,
cool.
man.
Cool.
You took our soil, fam, and you sprinkle a little bit of organic fertilizer on it, so all of us can grow.
That's
know.
So on the next one, like I said, Bobby, we talked about it. We can get into to the tools and the resources, because then people be like, how you find the stocks, how you research it, how you set up screeners, how you do this, that, and that, and then we can get into that. So,
hey, I'll be down for it whenever you.
And this is what I tell.
We'll talk about it though.
And it's up to everybody. But this is what I tell everybody: if you run into something where they say you can pay for this class, pay for this training, join her. She knows what she's talking about. Pay for this. I just say this: if you can't qualify to me that you even know enough to understand what you get ready to pay for, you might not want to pay for that.
Right.
Exactly. That sounds like a lot of common sense.
You should be able to qualify while you're going to pay for it. Yeah. Oh, you're going to learn about what? What have you done where you can qualify, represent what you're going to learn paying for that course? That's all I suggest. Because I hear it. I don't pay for nothing.
That sounds like logic right there. Not everybody got it.
Yeah, thank you so much, Talk. I do appreciate you talking about the.
I do appreciate. Thank you to you guys.
Yeah, thank you. I really enjoyed you tonight, especially as talking about how we can enter at any level. Because a lot of people, when they hear trading, they think, "Oh, I need hundreds or thousands," and like you're saying, you need $5, you need $10, you need
paper trade. You need the paper trade. You need nothing.
Practice and learn. Paper trading, practice and learn. I love it.
Hey, Todd, I got a suggestion for you for your playlist, so that people know what they come to get when they come to your channel.
Okay.
Talk Stocks.
Talk Stocks.
So they see that they see that in the playlist. They know exactly what that video is about.
Talk. Yeah, I gotta niche it down. I must be honest. I have to niche it down because now I'm getting ready to do some metaverse stuff. So it's crazy, man.
Yeah, the
metaverse.
Facebook is coming. Facebook is changing over to the metaverse, and they're saying that they're going to have all these virtual lives that we can live, and it's the Internet of Things and the convergence of all of these things all at once. So the metaverse is here, y'all. It's coming. They say.
Oh, I need to catch up.
Wow, you about to do
Nike,
that?
Well, Nike just announced that they are NFT in their products. So if they're gonna take their products and NFT to non-fungible tokens, right? So basically, what that means is Nike is going to start selling apparel that you don't even physically get, but you can own it. And then when you're playing the games like in Roblox and in the metaverse and these other virtual spaces, you'll be able to trade or wear or, be putting those Jordans on you never own.
Right.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, man.
I know it's weird and out there, but that's,
Yeah. That's a little, that's way out there for me.
It's basically Star Trek, guys. It's Star Trek, basically, that's finally in the Jetsons. And, we're experiencing it. And AKA, they're just tricking us. But anyways.
Because this is going to go away. This right here is going to go away. This is a whole primitive form of this. This is all primitive. This Zoom, this here, right, what we doing, all of this is primitive. When that metaverse hit, We're going to be in the conference room. I'm going to be walking in with some damn headphones on, dressed like the police looking for me, and sitting down and be like, come on, y'all ready? Let's go. And y'all going to have the mics on, all that. We're going to be in the room. We're going to see each other. That's going to be what it is. All that's going away.
Right.
Okay.
Those holograms and stuff like that. Yep.
Yeah.
All of that stuff was precepts to what's to come. And you know, like, let me be quiet because I get excited about that.
We got time, so
yeah, we don't want to take up your time. I mean, we're glad you stayed as long as you did. We didn't know for sure how long you were gonna be able to hang out with us, but we're glad that you stayed as long as you did. I mean, okay, if you want to stay longer, go ahead. No, I'm gonna go downstairs and I gotta work on something down there. Right. Yeah. We appreciate you talk, man. We'll talk. All right, yeah, man, let's do it. Hey, thanks for having me, y'all. I appreciate y'all time and patience.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, nice meeting you.
All right, Tom.
Okay.
All right.
Man, that was great.
Look, now we got y'all on the big screen.
Hey.
the pretty people.
Yeah, we can just, this is the fun thing. Right now, until we get to the metaverse, you can just drag folks on the internet. So you can just drag us over to the other side. We can switch places and all of that good stuff.
All that good stuff.
How close is that in the future? I mean, is that something that's going on right now or what?
It's here probably. Anytime they start talking about it, it's already here. It's just a matter of who can access it and when it becomes public.
True, because, remember that thing where what's his face showed the president shaking hands with the air? Mm-hmm. Who knows? He might have had a hologram in front of him. So maybe he was in the metaverse and we're just not there. But, you know.
The scary part is, I don't watch TV and I'm just YouTube. And I'm like, what is he talking about?
No, you know what? That's where I learned it from, YouTube. I watch the tech guys and they keep me up to date on that. So that's the nice part, is that not only can you watch in real time and engage, because I know I was asking Professor Black Ops, like, what you mean the metaverse? I was in a live stream when he was talking about it. He was explaining it the way Talk Williams was explaining it. And we were asking questions and he could answer in real time, which means we'll be able to ask, Vision Acres Homestead or Garden of Twitty, or y'all, when y'all showing us egg laying, we'll be able to ask questions and it'll be like we're right there.
Yeah, it's already here. That's what virtual reality, the 3D virtual reality, 4D virtual reality, like Laquita mentioned, the driving simulators, where it just places you in the environment. It's already here, but it's just not, large. It's being shown to us as entertainment and training tools, as opposed to, this is the way life is going to be. Because pilots have been doing flight simulators for years, like the computerized flight simulators. So it's here. It's definitely been here, but it's just right now mastered entertainment and training tools. So yeah.
I need to pay more attention to the world outside of the garden, I guess, because like the other day, my niece texted me and said she was coming here. My family, is in Virginia. And my niece said, well, Aunt Sherry, I'm coming to y'all house because the tsunami is going to hit Virginia. And I'm like, what? Wait a minute. I'm like, what is this child talking about? So I said, so they were like, yeah, it was on the news. I mean, it's being said that something about a volcano. And I'm like, okay, let me go in the house and watch the news. As y'all know, I don't watch TV. And all I do is Google gardening stuff all day or YouTube. So am I missing something? And I told her, well, you don't want to come to Georgia because it's more water here than it is there. But I'm like, what's going on?
Good grief.
Dude, I was like, tsunami on the outside? No, that's over on the West Coast somewhere. They ain't coming this way.
Yeah. So it was weird, but I just need to pay attention a little bit more, and I'm in my element.
No, you're fine. You know what? You're just fine. You see Professor Black Ops, we mentioned him and he said, yeah, power couple. He's watching and listening, right? because all we have to do is stay connected. You're doing the right thing. The news is not giving you the details that somebody like Professor Black Ops Cybersecurity for the People can give you. They're not going to give you the details and answer the questions with the knowledge. They're just reporting on surface events. They're not digging deep. They don't have basic knowledge. They have basic knowledge only. So stay with YouTube. Stick and stay. This way.
Hello, Creekside Maple.
What's
Professional Black Ops. You just got here. You came in. She just mentioned your name. Yeah. So you must have felt that coming and was like, well, let me go over here in the garden and see what they planting.
That's that new technology. Call your name, you just pop up.
Yep. Yep.
The metaverse.
So what y'all gonna do the rest of this beautiful evening? We got a few people still here, so
yeah, Corey.
And probably right once we finish, conversing. Once we finish conversing with you guys, I know we gotta get ready for tomorrow. We are getting ready for another show. Another production, stage play production at the theater we were at, and we showed you our behind the scenes staging. So we'll be talking about what we have to do tomorrow for the cast and rehearsal and things of that nature. And then I'll be chasing 3 kids to bed, and then we'll
tonight Corey will be chasing 3 kids to bed. Yes, and I do have to put a few things away because we have a CSA from a local gardener. I was watching Ormsby Farms earlier talking about Ormsby Farms was doing a collaboration with other farmers saying how do you get ready for whatever's happening? Yeah. And they were giving tips like no local growers. So we have a local weekly pickup from a farmer in our area. And so how you get all this produce and you're thinking, oh my goodness, I can't eat all of these vegetables. So me, I create meat from those vegetables. So I've stewed down some kale and some other greens, some tomatoes, onions, parsnips, garlic, and mushrooms actually. And that's going to create deli meat. Yeah, I create it with the Vital Wheat gluten, season it up. And so I'm just going to refrigerate it for tonight, and I'll probably finish it tomorrow because.
Yeah, it's adult time. No, it's funny because my sister-in-law, after Blind Guy went off earlier, my sister-in-law said, "Oh my God, I'm in their channel, looking at all the videos." She said, "These people won't think I'm some stalker because I'm stalking every food." Every plant-based treat. She was like, oh, for 30, 45 minutes, she like, oh, that look good too. Oh, this look good. I'm like, okay.
And you see he's doing something and they ain't got no meat in it. But
yeah, you see Real Talk with Melissa Berry and says she's just chilling at home. She's done with her live stream, her just sipping and saying. I was in there for a bit watching her and I was sipping and yeah,
hey, Bobby, she been sipping. You know what that means? Yeah.
Almost spit my juice. Almost spit my juice out.
As I was saying, I'm just gonna,
What you were saying, Clark?
I said it again. She gonna put on that.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't even get it.
She gonna put on that.
Y'all
let me tell you,
so, he need a stand-up comedy show, and you need your cooking channel.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
and you would make an excellent comedian. You ain't never tried that?
No, I haven't tried it. I have a person that has offered me to come on when they do another show. And I've been kind of trying to get my nerve up for it because, we present all the time, whether we're conducting workshops or whether we're actually doing a presentation or a performance.
We do inject a lot of comedy and humor into our presentation.
And I just want, but I just kind of wonder, am I as funny as I think I am? Some people would say yes, some people would say no.
Who said no?
I'm gonna try. Do you know what? I'm gonna actually put it on my bucket list. I'm gonna try at least one time and see how it goes.
I think we've already tried it. It's just a matter of getting into arenas where
that's what I mean. I'm gonna try it in an actual specifically comedy, specifically role place for comedians. So I'll try it. When I do it, I'll actually do it live. We'll do it live stream, so that way y'all can see me either fly or.
You're gonna be good. I know it. I have no doubt at all.
Well, I appreciate it.
You are absolutely hilarious.
Like the talent is amazing. Like I think you could do anything, but that is definitely something you would be really, really good at.
Yeah.
Well,
I dropped the link for anybody. I know we winding down, but I ain't know if Real Talk with Melissa or Uncle Stu wanted to pop up here. Uncle Stu told me earlier he was gonna email me, but I'm not sure what he want to talk about. But yeah, you would do great with comedy. That would be hilarious.
Yeah. Now you're naturally just funny, but I can imagine if you came up with a script or content like that's gonna be crazy.
Right. If we intentionally went for it, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I will say that as far as just like, when we're engaging with other people in general, you know how you feel comfortable and you kind of laid back. A lot of the stuff Corey will say, it's like just him being him. You know what I mean? And so we're thinking like, oh yeah, we're just chilling. We're just hanging out. And so that's where we find some of his best comedic moments where where he's not trying, he's just, like I said, laid back. It's just easy going. So I don't know, Corey.
Yeah, it's just a matter, as being a stand-up comedian, having to string together humorous stories. I got a plenty of them. I could tell them, but it's just a matter of actually the delivery, like I said, and I'm gonna try. I'm gonna start talking. I'm gonna just go ahead and try it. The guys opened up. He said he's opened up the stage. Said, "Hey, you want to try it? Come on." Next time I do the show,
you do have an advantage because we've seen a lot of tellers and a lot of comedians and whatnot. All you have to do is start with a good story and roll with it.
Yeah, Yeah, and the funny thing about it is that a lot of people that are comedians, that's all they are doing is just telling stories. Just telling stories and making it funny. And so yeah, it'll be interesting. Like I said, I'm gonna just start talking about it. As a matter of fact, when I get away from here, I'm gonna go
get away from here.
I didn't mean it like that. But when I close out of here, if it's not too late, I'm gonna call my man. Y'all saw him on the channel Blind Fury.
Yeah.
We interviewed Blind Fury. Right. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, okay. And he said, anytime you want to come on, if I got a stage, I'll let you on. So
yeah, he was hilarious, especially when he was talking about he got to fighting with the blind guy. He told him to go back and apologize, and he came back and said he couldn't find him. He didn't see him.
Right.
Come on, Uncle Stu, you okay? Come on.
So Uncle Stu is probably like me because Uncle Stu, Corey said, I will not come up because you're about to close. Uncle Stu probably took his makeup off. You know me, I'm like, if I took my makeup off, don't expect
that ain't it.
No, I don't have that problem, but the other night, Country Mama said, oh, I'm gonna drop the link. It was like 11 o'clock, and I'm like, child, I'm in my birthday suit. Like, my hair was tied up. I said, okay, so I jump on for a minute. I'm like, we got a crowd. Let's see.
Hey, Corey, a lot of them guys, they go to like smaller arenas and they practice their content to get their delivery down pat before they actually do a big show. So they actually see how their content actually plays out, and then they'll tweak it with using that little small crowd, and then they do a big crowd.
Melissa, you sweating?
Huh?
How you gonna tell? She in the dark. That's all it is. The shadows got her looking secretive.
They might be doing something strange, just getting late. She got an early dance, so she got that wig on.
She might have that thong.
Hey, Uncle Stu.
Hey, wait. Y'all didn't tell me this was a nighttime rated X movie. I gotta come off. I'm holding.
Hey, that's what happened in the garden. When it get late, strange things.
Hey, you know what happened? They got in trouble in the garden too.
Oh, we don't get in trouble. We get in trouble. We don't get in trouble. We get in trouble in the garden. How you doing, Uncle Stu?
What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling? No, I'm just gonna send y'all an email just to get y'all on my channel. I think because of a conversation that happened earlier in the week, I think y'all will be very fit to be able to educate the community on gardening within the home.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we are working towards being more self-sustainable, and it take a team. So my team is my husband and myself, but we actually grow and raise enough food we could help the neighbors. We can help the community a lot. So, and it make you feel good that we provide enough, not just for ourselves, but to help other people too. So,
yeah.
But it definitely take a team. I couldn't do this alone.
It's funny because when I studied poli sci, my professor used agriculture to explain a lot of things dealing with policy, networking, developing, and it's just So I'm very well aware of the interconnectability when it comes to sustaining food and food deserts and everything else. And I think now that we got these platforms, you want to bring the best of the best and begin to formulate that network and allow that knowledge. I don't, as Henry Ford says, I don't need to know it all as long as I know where to go to get the knowledge.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That makes me better,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The community we got, they actually make us want to push a little bit harder and more than what we're doing to even be more so sufficient. But I mean, the love is crazy. So me and my wife together, we can do it all. We can
move
anything.
Mountains together. XDMC, you can grow anything. That's my biggest thing.
Don't tell him that. Don't tell him that. Don't tell XDMC that.
He said you have plants I'm trying to grow. That's the XDMC.
Yeah,
I don't see the chat.
Tell you can't grow this and you can't grow that. I know you can grow anything. Hey, broke farmer.
Hey, bro.
You want to grow it? Grow it.
Yeah.
Look, if you need to grow them tomato plants.
Yeah, they might not look the best the first time you do, but they will grow.
You gonna get it. Grow your tomato plants and be successful at it. Don't let nobody tell you can't, because you can. We grow what we want to grow. They say, "Oh, you can't grow that in Georgia." Okay, we got a yard to prove them wrong. So far, they growing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's cold out there right now. So my poor little bananas,
it's freezing out there. I cut the heat on.
Wow.
Said, what was the temperature in the house? 60. I cut the heat on.
Yeah, she freezing. She's from Virginia, and what is 50 degrees out there? Maybe.
Where?
Outside.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so
it is.
Freezing.
It is. It's cold in Virginia.
Yeah. What your temperature is there?
90 degrees today.
In California?
I'm in Arizona.
Okay. See,
it is 48 degrees right now.
48?
48, surrounded by water.
So, and they down in the tide water. So she stole my thunder. Y'all make sure y'all pose for the camera, because she is definitely gonna clip this up.
Oh, don't worry about it. She got more videos about me than anybody.
I know. I saw you with the chair.
I'm the biggest. See, why y'all imitate me in the chair? See.
Wait, I missed it. Y'all do it. Do it.
I don't know what he was doing. He was fixing the chair and fussing. I said, "What is Uncle Stu?"
Yeah, show us what you were doing, Uncle Stu. What was going on there?
Yeah, my chair got caught. I couldn't move. and Melissa, I'm on a live trying to fix my chair.
trying to keep cool.
Trying to keep
the audience engaged.
And look, and I told her myself, as soon as I sat down, I said, y'all know I'm in trouble. I done got clipped.
What you got going on, Melissa?
Yeah, what's your winter look like, Melissa? I mean, y'all get a winter though, right?
We don't really get a winter. I mean, not because I'm so far south.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we go about an hour or so up north and we can get snow and stuff like that. But here where I'm actually at, Christmas it'll be bright and sunny.
Rub it in, Melissa. Rub it in.
Melissa, we in trouble.
Why?
Queen Clip is here.
Yep.
She got us. Yeah, she got us. We done.
She got us.
She got us. She'll probably have it up on her channel before you and I get off this little panel.
She stole my thunder. I have to go check her out. I didn't know I don't think I knew she had a channel. I don't think. I know now.
She started one. Matter of fact, you know the introduction that I have on my channel?
Yes.
She did it. She
nice. That's a nice one.
She did Uncle Stu's Funniest Moments 1, and she had me in tears. I said, you know what? I'm gonna just put you in charge. You go ahead and do my intro.
Yeah, I'm gonna check her out for sure.
Yeah. And the intro she did, I didn't even tell her what to do. So it was like, to me, that just came purely from the heart of what somebody saw.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's like XDMC, you know, he did our work and it's perfect.
Yeah.
I'm never down here. Let me go to my studio. They so loud.
It's what he did for us was perfect.
Yes.
And he find little stuff and say, "Oh, I forgot this," and I'm like, "Dude, this is awesome."
Mm-hmm.
I saw that one too.
Yeah.
We couldn't even imagine it looking that way when he did it, but it's
because he did. I hooked up one, and I had my own intro that he blessed me with, and I put it, with one. And then when he did that clickbait, I was like, okay, I got 2 of them I can use now.
Yeah,
it was long, and it was like, okay, I can use this for my live stream.
Yeah, and that's what we do. We use a longer one in the beginning and then a shorter one at the end. But I love the long clip we use at the beginning. I use it at the beginning and the end. I'm like, we use it as a commercial in the middle. Just throw it up and.
Yeah, I'm trying to, I'm trying to get them bougie studios. I'm trying to get the lights right, and I gotta watch.
Lighting is hard when you got, especially when you got a green screen. The lighting is hard. You see that dot keep coming up on my forehead. It's that crazy light, but the green screen needs a lot of light. So
okay, yeah. Everything behind me is natural.
Yeah.
So I gotta get the study and everything. But I got a big week next week, so it's gonna be huge.
Oh, you got a big week next week?
Yeah. See, Melissa be holding me accountable. And because she know I got that military background, every once in a while she get that drill sergeant voice. I can't say nothing, I don't want her making me doing 100 push-ups.
There we go.
I know that's right.
Okay. All right. Where we at?
Like you said, what's the coldest to get there?
Where I'm at. So I'm South Arizona, Phoenix area. 70s, 60s 65 in the morning. And by 8 o'clock, it's in the 70s. And then by 12 o'clock, it's in the 90s.
And that's winter.
That's winter.
Wow.
Y'all can grow anything.
Yes.
Go get your bananas. Go get your lemons and your oranges. You can grow anything.
That is, man,
we just got rid of the lemon tree. I told you that.
Yeah.
Get your soursop tree. All the stuff that's hard to grow.
Definitely soursop. Soursop, the leaves alone, but then you got the fruit for so many benefits.
And then the jackfruit.
So are you saying that all the black folk got to leave the East Coast and we all going over there?
We gonna create that tropical paradise right here in our yard.
Wait a minute.
I'm talking about the heat. Y'all know we don't do good in cold. Why you think we all left New York?
Well, I'm originally from Virginia. I've been here for 10 years.
Well, I'm in your state now.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Once she said all that sun, I might have to start trying to look going to the other side of the water.
I can't complain.
I love it here. I will never. I come home to visit. My mom is there. My sister-in-law, Melissa Jameson. I'm staying.
Oh, that's your sister-in-law. Okay, okay.
Yeah, shit. That's my brother's wife. So, and they got a huge garden in Virginia. They send me pictures. The other day, I said, "Y'all must be watching those Black tropical people." I mean, they garden look great, but yeah, Broke Farmer. I want to stay in Georgia. You know, the thing about us being here is we 15 minutes from the beach. It may not be a pretty beach, but we 15 minutes from the beach, and we can go on a pier out there and just listen to the water. So, in 2 hours, I'm at Jack's Beach, or 5 hours, I'm down in West Palm, and the water's clear. So I love it here. The only thing I would do is I would buy my husband maybe 5 acres or so, because he ain't gonna want to cut all that grass, and we'll be broke putting trees out there because he'll never stop. But I would buy a little bit more so we can have more livestock.
Yeah, that's the only thing we probably do different is actually get some livestock, because I mean we can't fill up. We can't fill up this acre. You know, that's a lot of property to be buying stuff on.
Broke Farmer said the other day they were talking about buying property, and we were talking about how we only have 1 acre. We got over 100 plants. Plus, we got chickens, dogs, and we get ready to get rabbits, and we still have tons of space. So people overthink it and go and buy 7, 10 acres. That's a lot of land.
And but we also got trees that we need to get rid of.
Yeah, but they cost thousands of dollars.
I think we already got about 10,000 invested in the ones we took down, and we need probably about 20 more thousand for the ones we want taken down. But I mean, still, with that being said, we still got
a lot of space. A lot.
Yeah.
Hey Corey, you got it. Go ahead and send them 20,000, man. Stop playing.
No, that's all. So you selling the trees? You selling the trees, right, Bobby?
Look, you know you got that money. Send it down. LaQueen ain't gonna miss it. It's just a little 20.
So, Bobby, you selling the trees for lumber?
No, they just paid them to come get it out of our yard.
No, man.
It on the house.
No, y'all need to find a lumber yard. Some there are people that pay for those trees. They pay to come. They pay for the trees.
I know. In South Carolina, they because in many states I know they got people that will come down and actually take those trees
and pay you.
Hands.
I think you gotta have like acreages and stuff though. Like you gotta. I know people grow their properties with pine trees, and then they after 10, 15 years they'll sell the whole thing, and people come and buy it.
No, like so you'd be surprised. Check around and see if there's any lumber yards or any paper mills or something like that I don't know, any logging lumber comes, like, because if you can give them 50 to 100 trees, they'll buy them.
Oh, we got that many trees.
Oh, okay. Y'all said when y'all said a whole bunch, I said what?
No.
Yeah.
It's probably about 6 of them.
Yeah, we might have about 6 we need gone like now.
Okay.
But we cut down a lot, so
you gotta be careful.
I'm gonna let y'all know I was supposed to be in Georgia for Thanksgiving, but a flip happened. My daughter's coming to be with me for Thanksgiving.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so y'all get to see all those photos of me, my daughter, and my son-in-law and my team and everybody.
It's so fun. That's so fun.
But yeah, we're gonna be, we're supposed to be heading down to Georgia and whatnot. So once I know exact date, I'll let y'all know.
Okay.
Exactly, bro. Trees are everywhere.
I'm going around Atlanta. I'm just letting y'all know. I ain't young. I can't be hanging out in the Atlanta area. I'm going around.
Let me tell you, we go to Atlanta. We get down. We go to Atlanta. We tourists. We be at the aquarium, the Coca-Cola building, CNN, walk in the parks. We go to this old club where they come in there with canes and walkers and wheelchairs, go hang out with them for a little while. We be all over.
Yeah.
That's why I took him.
We don't have those clubs here where people of that age actually go out to the club.
When I first met him, I said, you know, I spent my money the way I wanted to, and I wanted to take him out. So he came and I said, well, we're going to go to Atlanta for the weekend. He said, okay. I had already booked the room and I had a whole bunch of dollars in the console. He said, why you got all these stripper dollars in here? Like, so we went to this one, exactly, Corey.
That's the second time, Corey. They done went rated X. We were trying to get it.
Hold up. I got to do some right size for Melissa. I got to do it for Melissa's size.
That's so, you know what?
Enjoy the next year, March. XDMC. Oh, so let me finish telling you. So we went to this one club called, what is it called?
Which one?
I forgot what it was called. I ain't even gonna say what I thought because my mind gone. It was some old backstage. I was thinking backyard or backstage.
That's like me. Look, that's like me last night. I was so tired. I closed up my live, but I was giving thanks to Queen and them. I was like, the love of my life.
Yeah, when you can't thank, you probably better off just skipping it because
I said the love of my life. What the?
Yeah.
Sorry, but
in this club, it was
so funny.
Some of the oldest people you'll probably ever see in the club, like people with walkers coming in, and we were just
playing.
Are you serious?
I thought you were playing.
He said, I have never been to a club where people come in with walkers and wheelchairs.
So they really, I'm with Melissa.
It was girls out there just dropping it like it's hot, doing splits on the floor. I'm like,
Corey,
who's doing this?
Corey,
Atlanta.
I ain't going down there to be with them, Corey. They ain't going to clip me. Going to some clubs. Have me on some YouTube talk about.
I was about to say you're gonna end up on Kevin Samuels.
You know what I'm saying?
But we danced all night. That was so fun. But it was, I mean, it looked like from 19 or 18 to 95 was in that club. And everything in between. It was so funny. Yeah.
I couldn't stop. You know, I'm a people watcher, so I couldn't stop.
Yes.
My head was going like, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
I would pull a camera out quick. I would film or take a picture of anybody. And this girl was flopping around with blue hair. I was like,
we should find that a bigger short.
Oh my God.
She was like, going in too. She was a decent size.
He was getting it.
Doing splits and popping around on the floor.
I was like, what in the world?
Wait. I got a question about the lady doing the splits. That was not a walker.
I'm going to drop off, y'all, because I'm going to eat. I haven't eaten.
All right.
Yeah, my food just got here, too.
And will you let those other folks know I did eat my 2 fruits of the day? I don't want them getting on their line talking about Uncle Stu didn't eat no fruit, y'all. You're going to hold them accountable.
Uncle Stu, I do have to tell you before you go.
Okay.
That I'm making some meat right now that has all kinds of greens, tomatoes, parsnips, onions, garlic, tomatoes. We're gonna get you some. We're gonna do a meetup so that way you can try it out. Okay.
All right, now you better call me.
All right, I will.
I ain't scared to cross no bridges around here.
Absolutely. Enjoy your dinner, Uncle Stu.
All right. See y'all later. Appreciate y'all.
It was fun tonight. Very fun.
Yes.
Very fun.
I'll be on the I won't be having no coffee though, you know. I did make it over 21, so I might have a little sip.
You didn't sip
I gotta watch it because she stole my thunder, might clip me. And be talking about, look, I'm still drunk, y'all.
Do what you got to do, Uncle Stu. I'm with you.
I ain't mad at y'all.
Bottoms up.
All right.
I had to give up that little cute wine glass. I had to get a big girl cup.
Right. Right.
But XDMC said he'll be in Georgia next March.
Yep.
That's St. Patrick's Day.
Mm-hmm.
On the set of Fear of the Walking Dead.
Nice.
We got Broke Farmer in the building. I can't say it. Can't say it. Let me let him say it. Who in the building?
What up, family?
Hey.
No, I just want to pop up and say, hey, I was enjoying it in the comments. And of course, I like to run my mouth. So, I want to come up and just say, hey, I'm a little late, but I'm here.
I came late.
You got your oatmeal pie tonight?
Huh?
You got your snacks?
Yeah, I just got finished eating my peanut butter snack cake. I gotta have that.
Okay, so you ready to go?
Now, I'm not familiar with some of these people. Uncle Stu, and was that his channel name? Because I definitely want to go check him out.
So Uncle Stu, so let me look. Who can explain? I'm sure Melissa. I'm gonna let them tell you who they are. Kiss My Grass Acres. How you doing, Soil Family?
Hey, Kiss My Grass Acres.
Hey, Kiss My Grass Acres. That's a channel I want to check out.
Yeah, so I'm gonna let y'all introduce yourselves to each other, and Melissa, you can explain who Uncle Stu is.
Who can explain Uncle Stu, really?
He's the old man on the block.
He's Uncle Stu, old man on the block. Just think about the old man on the corner when you was a little kid. Come here, little boy. What you doing? You staying out of trouble?
Well, that's me.
Yeah, he's Uncle Stu. Absolutely.
All right, so who are you, Melissa?
I am Melissa of Real Talk with Melissa Berry, and I'm another content creator. And I pretty much take trending topics, breaking news, break them down, add a little. I'm either going to educate you, mentor, or be a friend. But that's the type of advice you're going to get from me when you hang out over there. And we just chill. Have fun.
I need a lot of advice. Believe me, I need a lot of advice.
You have a page? You have a page?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Man in the garden.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah.
The what?
Right now.
Broke Farmer and Lioncrest Outdoors.
Professor?
Yeah, I follow Lioncrest.
Yeah, Broke Farmer.
Well, now look now.
Here we go.
Look, but before you do, let's bring the expectations down.
Right.
Let's bring them way down. Because look, I attempt to grow a lot of stuff. Now, it don't always go as planned now. So I just don't want your expectations to be here and then you watch my channel like, yeah.
So listen, it would be perfect for me. Perfect for me because I have zero expectations of what I will be able to grow. Like I would probably mess up the picture that's behind him and behind them. And that's a picture. Like no. So no, you good. I thought the disclaimer was okay. I thought it was a trash can waves disclaimer, but
right.
When you watch Broke Farmer, you will be entertained. You will learn. So your expectations will be pretty good.
Yeah, Broke Farmer.
I'm excited.
Look at the kiddos.
You probably we ain't never met, but.
And that's what attracted me to Black's Tropical because they in the fruit trees, and that's kind of my thing. So. Really, especially some of the stuff they try to grow that I'm not scared to grow nothing now, but some of the stuff they grow, I'm like, I can't lose $40 like that. If I lose $40, somebody get cut off in my house. So,
and don't forget the gas money because we drive to get our trees.
That's the other thing. Yeah, so if that's how I am. I do everything super cheap. That's it.
I see it.
Hey, the thing is, if you could buy a tree for the price of probably 3 to 5 of the fruit, why not grow it?
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's the perfect point. People get lost in some of this gardening stuff, and they think all this hard work. But it's a lot of hard work. You going to work and still having to spend all that money at the grocery store. That's hard work.
Yeah.
So you get a seed. A seed can feed your whole family off a seed. And you got to work overtime, double shift, part-time job trying to afford groceries. It's all work. So don't get caught up in, I got to do all this work in the garden. Well, you working at your job, still spending money on this stuff. It's the same cycle. So that's why I grow my stuff. And Blind Guy and his wife.
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
Sure.
I'm familiar with y'all Blind Guy and his wife. I just haven't got up to y'all channel. I have been seeing y'all in a couple lives, and you know, I love to see gardening videos, anything that got anything to do with gardening. So of course I want to go over there and check y'all out. I just ain't got over there yet. So I am familiar with y'all channel. A lot of people are familiar with y'all channels, I think.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. We appreciate it because, you know, we are definitely in a lot of people's channels. Like I watch a lot of content. There's no such thing as television when we have real people that can bring us things, right? So that's where I'm like, okay, wait, what you sipping on? Wait, what's going on over there?
He said sipping in chat.
Oh, we can't drink on this? I'm sorry. No drink? Oh, my bad.
No, yeah. Just sip in chat.
Sip in chat.
Yeah.
Okay. I just did my happy hour. That's a mess.
Right. So you sip and while we chat. You sip and we'll chat. But
I think the cup might be empty.
Oh, bro, Farmer, you never catch the morning live with them?
No.
Usually sleep about then.
Usually I be getting out work early in the morning, so yeah, I try to catch a couple of them, but I can't catch them. And sometimes I be in some people live, and I be at like work sneaking in the bathroom watching some stuff.
Yeah.
So I might not comment, but I'm watching your lives, and I always hit the like button no matter what. So
exactly.
So on Monday mornings, we go live on Monday mornings just for a garden. I call it Monday morning garden chat. Go ahead, you good?
You good?
Good.
Yeah,
we all good. That's right. That's it. Bottoms up.
Garden chat, and Laquita from Blind Guys, she joined me, and we do a plant-based meal treat at it's called Tasty Topics. And what she do is she give me a recipe to cook with vegetables, more vegetables. And every week that's my job. Like this week it was mashed potatoes, and rutabaga. Mm-hmm. How did that taste, babe?
Tastes good.
Rutabaga?
Rutabaga.
Why Bro Crumble looking like that? Bro Crumble looking like,
I'm with you, bro.
They're purely vegetable eaters, plant-based. We still eat meat, but what we're doing is actually incorporating more vegetables into what we eat. So,
and y'all are teaching us to grow it, broke farmer.
But I don't eat pork, and I don't eat meat every day. But I'm so energetic that I need that because even at my old age, I'm super hyperactive. So I eat a little beef for protein. But I mean, since I grow so much, vegetables out there, dude. You can't help but eat a lot of vegetables.
Yeah, you probably the baby.
Yeah, you probably the youngest up here.
I was gonna say, come on, no.
Oh, y'all don't know how old I am. I'll be 45 in December.
Wow.
December the what?
You don't look
2nd.
like that.
You look 32, if that.
I thought he was younger than me.
Oh, sorry, I didn't cut my hair. Can y'all see the gray? No? Okay.
No, this is great. This is great.
So
Bobby's like, I'll show you gray.
Yeah.
So since we talk about ages, how old is everybody? I mean, I don't want to. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to ask you from the age. The guys on the panel, how old are y'all?
I'm 43. I'm the baby.
Okay.
19.
I'm 48.
That's his story. He's sticking to it.
Corey 19.
So I will say this is the way I tell people our ages because we, Corey.
She's older than me.
Yeah.
Let me let this old man in. Hold on. Let me let this old man in. Hold on.
I'm 56. I'm 56.
You 56?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah.
56 times subtracted by 10 for sure.
Are
you serious, XPMC?
Yeah.
Wow.
But this wine doesn't help. See, I don't even use the wine glass. I use a jar. Forget that.
Come on now.
Yeah.
I just wanted to sign on and just say hey to everybody. I didn't want to sign on because I know she stole my Thunder clips, and I've been drinking. So I don't want to get clipped up, but I definitely wanted to say what's up to my favorite couples, and the fact that you said we can grow anything, I'm gonna try to grow. Now I ain't gonna get freaky with it and grow just anything, because you know some people like Woody Allen out here growing wives. I ain't trying to grow.
Wives.
You know he raised that wife. That was his daughter.
Yeah, he been drinking.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So I'm gonna.
I lost something again. I told you I gotta watch TV because I'm missing a lot.
Oh no, that was a while ago. That was a while ago. Yeah, yeah, that was before they came after Cosby. That was
before they
Look, I'm confused. I'm like, what happened?
And I forgot what I was talking about. I love your intro. I love your intro.
I bet you do.
Yeah, that's right.
He's so humble. He's so humble.
Hey, XDMC.
Hey.
Hey. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, what he about to pull out?
I don't know.
This is scary, y'all.
This is
they
very
need to
scary.
know how old I am. Tell them. This is my wife.
This
is my baby. This is my
Karen.
baby.
Hi, Miss Karen. I hear so much about you.
She's only 1 year younger than me.
Tell the truth.
Yeah.
How old are y'all?
Go ahead, you talk.
56, 55.
Oh,
Wow.
Karen, I gotta ask you, Karen.
Good living.
Okay.
How?
Oh, she got to get my daughter. But wait, I like to watch when she leave the room.
No, don't
Yeah,
Karen.
XDMC been drinking. XDMC, you must have been started on my happy hour, and then you came
I
over.
like you.
He was cutting up on my happy hour.
Oh man, yeah, I better sign off because she stole my thunder too much to clip. Oh man, it's all good.
Yeah.
My brother Broke Farmer, what you drinking, bro?
I'm drinking an Atlanta hard cider pomegranate craft beer.
Oh, that sounds. That sounds like something you grow.
It's terrible.
Hey, for real.
something you grow.
No. I bought it. It, and since I bought it, I got to drink all of them. But it is awful. It is awful.
Yo, but before I go, I gotta say this to Bobby and Sherry. My youngest daughter, she's how old is she? Oh, thank you, 19. That's messed up. And I had said to her the other day, "Hey, my soil princess." She said, "Whoa, wait, I'm dirty now." And I said, "See, that's that damn Bobby and Sherry get me in trouble trying to use their slang." But I had to break it down. I had to break it down to her.
That's funny.
It still didn't go
You gotta
over well.
be able to explain to you. You growing in beauty, you growing in knowledge, you growing in love. So that make you soil princess.
Yeah, that's true. They've been growing pains too.
Ooh, those growing pains.
Growing pains, they come with the territory.
What's that? Okay. Oh, she going to get my. Speaking of my daughter, she going to pick her up because I can't drive.
No.
I got you, XDMC. I'll drive you, XDMC.
We'll have a better chance of getting there, Corey, if you drive.
No, we're gonna be on the news, so we're gonna be.
Oh, that's funny.
I'll have to drive on the sidewalk.
I do want to say something, XDMC. I know you said you have to sign off, but I wanted to explain Broke Farmer before you XDMC leaves. XDMC created the intro and outro that you see on Black Tropical Homestead's channel, and so you know Yeah, he's like a producer. He works with like Marvel and Disney and different commercials and stuff like that in the industry. So he has a couple of YouTube channels like XDMC or Barnstorming Productions, but he's more like, okay, I got these channels over here, but he's not populating them the way we're all like, okay, let me do this YouTube thing, right? He's like, no, I do enough of that in my professional life. Over here, I can hang out, I can chill, I can, this is his TV along with the rest of us, right?
Right.
And so XDMC created their intro and their outro. So when you see it, now say that again, please. The logo.
And I logo too.
Yeah.
Hey, XDMC, how can I reach you on Instagram?
It's what is my Darren Concepts. I'll put it in the chat.
Child, you got to catch him tomorrow. XDMC is a rare form. Just join the live tomorrow, bro.
It's not gonna be early though tomorrow.
I'll give you his email.
Okay. But because once we all get a little bigger, if I get a little bigger, I might need to reach out to, professional type people to get professional type things done. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
It's always good to know people.
Always.
This is what I love about the community that's been built here and that's growing. And like I say it all the time, if it wasn't for Corey and Laquita, I wouldn't know anyone on this page right now in this chat. It all started with them for me.
Yeah.
And then to see everybody had channels and the channels were really good. I'm like, okay, that's what was so easy with Black's Homestead. And they didn't give me a storyboard. They didn't give me what they want or whatever. I was able to come up with the concept of their intro and their logo just by them being them. And I was able to absorb that energy just watching what they're doing in the community, and the rest came like that. So it was easy. Yeah, much easier than the clients I deal with at work. But but I just love the community of it, of what's being built together. And because there's things you can experience that will break you in a sense that, I don't even want to deal with our people. I don't even want to deal with the community. I don't even want to, because I somewhat went through that. And I'm not going to say the name, but that's how I met Corey and Laquita.
Wait a minute, XDMC. The way I explain it is I tell other people, I was like, yeah, man, I was in a scam. I was in a YouTube scam. So yeah, but some good things came out of it, like XDMC.
Yeah, that's.
Now, have you already told the story about the scam? Because no,
that's not something we're gonna reveal.
Yeah, we don't want to.
Okay, that's serious. Okay, don't mind. I didn't know how serious it was. Okay.
It's one of those things where it's real, but it's like, whatever. You know what I mean?
It's part of those. Unfortunately, these YouTube streets too, where you can get it. But this actually went further than that. I couldn't believe it went further than that. And I'm a person like this. If you're true and you living truth, and I feel that, I'm gonna rock with you. And as soon as somebody messes with you, they mess with me. And so if I see somebody think about it. I can say it because he's here, but let's think about with all of us here. How can you imagine anybody that doesn't like someone like Corey?
Right.
And if somebody comes up to you and say, that Corey, I can't stand that, then automatically with you knowing how he is, you automatically know that person got it wrong and I can't rock with them.
Right.
Exactly.
And that's how it was with me. It's like, Laquita and Corey leaving. Okay, I'm out too.
Yeah. And just almost this is the last thing I'm gonna say, because we gotta get ready to shut it down. But
we got things to do.
Even with Darren,
wine kicking in. You couldn't see, but you probably felt it how y'all feel each other. But she just had a whole shimmy going on. Okay?
you know, there's some You know what that symbolizes, right? That's her snuggling down under the blanket and going to sleep.
Corey, Bobby told you last time.
Don't let her go to sleep.
That's it. Don't let her go to sleep. Just keep her standing up.
Hey, how I say to the show, you know what I'm doing. But yeah, just on a serious note, yeah, Darren, you know, it's so funny how in the community that you build on YouTube, like it's gotten to the point now, it's like me and Darren got ESPN, XDMC got ESPN because he can. It's like my worst day. He'll call me and then we'll end up chatting for like an hour and change, you know, just talking and encouraging each other. And then it's like, he's like, you know, wow, that brother was thinking about me when I was, you know, not feeling I was feeling kind of down. And then the same thing, like, well, I'll call XDMC and then he's had some stuff going on. It's like, yo, it's like, you know, connections beyond YouTube. Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely pure fan, pure love. Like I said, if like they say on Living Color, don't you better not say nothing bad about Miss Jenkins. You better not say nothing bad about
it's real when you get that connection because what Corey's speaking on, because I know you don't want to give details as far as putting business, but I can tell you, I was in a bad place because I lost my sister in July to COVID, and that was hard. That was hard, and when it happened, the phone rang. And it was Corey. Because I don't talk to a lot of people.
Right.
You know, you see this, and my circle is small. But he called. And I needed that call. You know, I needed that. And it goes back to that saying sometimes, what's that Maya Angelou? People will remember what you've done for them, but they will never forget how you made them feel. And that was it for me. And then by the time we finished talking, the next day I was thinking, I said, okay, I know he called for something, but he never asked. Because we just started talking. I had to call him back. Hey, what was? No, it doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter, X. Doesn't even matter. So that's what it's about. That I met a brother through YouTube.
Yeah.
And more family. Because I feel like that about Black Tropicals Homestead. Those are peeps, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Melissa, definitely.
Yep.
Rocky.
Same.
I know since my wife.
I just want to publicly say, Sherry answers my texts and my phone calls. Somebody to the left of me. She claims her phone doesn't get my text, but I'm just saying.
Nah, that's
oh,
real.
I know.
That's real.
Wait a minute. Have you been texting me too?
Yes.
Girl,
I'm just gonna call you. I'm just gonna call you.
But you know what?
Sherry, I can text and call any time of night. She'd be like, "Yeah, girl."
If you're trying to get her, you can't get her
night. Any time of the day.
What day?
Because that day I'm with my husband.
Right. It ain't on night.
All y'all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get ready to run because when my wife is out picking up my daughter, I'm gonna fill this glass back up. Not that I need to sneak and do it, because I'm a man up in here.
I know that's right.
I don't need this. Yeah, yes, I do. I do need to sneak.
You know you do. See, she stole my thunder. You got to clip that part.
Oh, man, I'm giving too much ammunition. I'm out. No. That's it. One love, family.
One love.
All right, man. Good to meet you, man.
You too, brother. Peace.
All right, y'all. We about to bounce out too. So it's been real Black Tropical. Y'all great. Y'all did a great job with the interview. And we actually love y'all. Melissa, we love you too. And Vanille, we love him too. And Broke Farmer, we're gonna learn to love you as soon as we get to know you more better.
Listen.
There you go. Same here, man.
Yeah, you know what, Broke Farmer? I definitely subscribed to you. I remember subscribing, and I turned on the bell for all notifications. I do that whenever I subscribe to someone so that I can see, like, okay, great. I don't have to look for it. The notification pops up, so that helps. And then, of course, I try to remember to at least go over there and check them out so that way I can consume some of your content, comment. I definitely try to comment. If I watch a video, always I'm commenting because it's just YouTube etiquette. That's what we're supposed to do, right? As content creators, we're like, okay, let me leave a comment. And so Yeah, but I love your page from what I've seen so far. The video topics and whatnot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I got the perfect way to sign
I mean,
off.
It get a little weird sometimes, but you know.
No, weird is good.
Weird is good.
Yeah, because another thing is that like I consume so much content and everything and anything. So my whole thing is I'm like, what are other people doing? What are other people talking about, thinking about where what I mean? So heck, if everybody was like me, what would be the point of checking them out? Right. So yes, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the world. I grew up with 8 brothers and sisters, and we're all completely different. And so, hey, anything goes at this point.
Corey said you better be ready for chocolate thunder because
that's what I said. You ready for it? Okay.
Wow. I got it.
Wow.
She ready.
I gotta say this.
Wait,
now.
Brooke Farmer doesn't know that's your name, Chocolate Thunder.
Yeah.
Oh, word. Oh my God. So I gotta watch y'all channel, man. I got to watch y'all channel. I've been missing out.
Yeah, you've been missing
out.
I will say though, on our channel, we do a talk show. And so we aren't ourselves on our talk show because we're talk show hosts. So we're not as relaxed, but we have a good time. I will say that we have a 1-hour talk show, a 1-hour live stream where we have a guest and, we have fun with them, but we feature the guest and Corey acts up quite a bit, but
Oh yeah.
Now, Sherry,
I'm there for the act up then.
Right.
Sherry, Queen just gave out another t-shirt. She made me think about when she said anything goes. Your t-shirt should say anything goes when it comes to hoes.
Hey.
I think we got them hoes covered. I think those.
Now look, I'm just let you know, Core, I'm not comfortable with that. But when you get that t-shirt, I'll let you buy.
Our merchandise is coming out soon, and it's about to be real. So we got enough holes around here, I think, to cover it for a little while. But I got that one. I got it.
I got the perfect way for us to sign off too. Melissa, you know your catchphrase, right?
Yep.
When I always say, I'm gonna set it up real good, Bobby. Ready? It's time for us to go home.
Right.
And get out of here. Sherry, Laquita, put on your thongs, and
right now, do it. Well, what was Bobby supposed to say something?
No.
Oh.
He was supposed to receive it.
Right. Period.
And I did it.
Dude, I feel like I don't miss so much.
He said,
dude, I'm gonna be binge watching your channel.
Yeah, he like y'all my people. Where y'all been?
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, what?
He said this went X-rated. What happened?
It's fun over here. These are some fun people. I'm telling you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do want to.
I'm sold. You got me. I'm hooked. I'm hooked.
That's it.
I'm hooked. No doubt.
Broke Farmer, just to get you up to speed, Broke Farmer. Melissa is an amazing editor. So she will do live streams on her channel where she'll do like an hour with different guests. And then she'll ask intriguing questions, fun questions, silly stuff like, is cereal soup, right? Just so like anything.
It kind of is. It kind of is.
Exactly.
It kind of is. It kind of is.
It ain't.
Bro, Farmer, I have you on my show. We got a lot of things to discuss because they not
kind of is soup, because soup by definition is anything that is a liquid added to water and concocted together that you can eat with a spoon.
That's
Cereal is a soup by definition.
See, just you know what I mean. So that's what. Look, see, you're right. So that's what might happen on her channel, and she'll have a panel of people just having a good time. You bring your drinks, whether your drink is water or orange juice, and then
check.
Hey, there you go.
Hey,
See,
yep.
You already look at Cher. So what you do is you hang out. And then you really enjoy the replay because her editing on the replay, she will clip it And she has the intro, the outro, the way it slides in, the way the commercials come in and out. She has one particular commercial that's telling you, if you're enjoying my channel, make sure you click the like. And it's like a 15-second clip. And at the end, she says, right now, do it. And so it's memorable. That's her catchphrase. So yeah, it's a good place out here in these YouTube streets.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to write down Blind Guy. Well, I know y'all, Blind Guy.
Yeah.
And is that your channel name? Is it real? Is that a whole thing? Real Talk with Melissa Barrow?
That's the whole channel. And if you can't find me, I subscribe to you. So even you might have to. I think you can do it that way, can he? He can look through his subscribers.
If you allow your subscribers, people you subscribe to be seen.
You know what? I'm gonna comment on video.
Okay.
I just saw one with
I got you.
That way.
Because I'm writing down it, and I can barely read my handwriting as I'm writing.
Oh, you good? I'm gonna comment.
Yeah. that ain't gonna work. No.
It ain't gonna work.
Yeah, I might have to find that for him.
We all need to call XDMC in about 5 minutes.
I know, and this is
I'll call it.
This is how we network and find our tribe though. Like I subscribe to Kiss My Grass Acres. I'm like, hey, let me see what you're over there talking about,
Hey, great name by the way.
I love that name.
Yes. And so y'all know that FR Humphrey, we gotta go because FR Humphrey is saying cereal is soup. See?
It is.
Melissa started something.
Big facts.
So I'm gonna make sure she stole my thunder. I'm sure she got a clip with Broke Farmer in it too. So I'm gonna make sure you tagged in it so that you can see.
Yeah.
She stole my thunder work out there in Canada, chopping it up.
Chopping stuff up.
All right. Hey, just upload it. Well, I'm subscribed and I got my notification on, so I'm gonna see it.
Okay.
No, it's not gonna be on your channel though. No,
it's gonna be on She Stole My Thunder because I see her talking about songs and hoes and some old. So
hold on, because I can't see the chat in here. So let me write that down. She stole my thunder.
Oh geez, y'all.
You meet all the crazy people over here.
Oh yeah, they don't have no sense.
I'm an old man. I can't remember that. I have to write everything down.
Yeah, I have to do it right then, or I'm like, what was the name of that channel? So
I don't do it. I got like 4 notebooks. I keep up with this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
4 notebooks.
You're gonna remember to write it down. So you ain't too old.
That's the only problem. I got to remember to write it down. But once it get wrote down, I'm good.
Yeah.
Hey, Bobby. You and Sherry should do when y'all unleash y'all's t-shirt line, y'all should do a video. You're doing whole activities with whole tendencies. Hoes are your friends. Hoes are your enemies.
It's broke face. Broke
Don't look to the face is priceless.
Dude, love it, Corey. Boy, I'm about to call you. I ain't got your number.
Oh boy, you got me with that one.
Oh my goodness!
But see, that's the best thing when you get a phone call. Go ahead.
I'm gonna have to use that when we release our merchandise line.
Yeah,
because that's great.
That's ludicrous, y'all.
Yeah. But something that I was trying to get in the habit of doing, like if I'm on live or if I'm on a video, I try to wear somebody in our community merch. I mean, I've got a little bit of everybody merch almost at this point. So, I think it's another way, for people that enjoy your content to let people know, hey, I enjoy them or whatever. So, once you get that merch out there, let somebody know. Because, if I can put a couple things of quarters together and, get some change up, I'm going to get the shirt. I'm definitely going to get your shirt. But, it's broke farmer now. It's not rich farmer. So I might have to put it on layaway or back order, wait on clearance, but I'm gonna get it. No doubt.
Buy now, pay later.
Right.
Yeah. But I'm gonna get it though. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it, no doubt.
All right. We appreciate that. We appreciate that.
I'm so glad you cammed up, Broke Farmer. I'm so glad. It's so funny.
Hey, when do you see some of his videos? That's
hilarious.
Yeah, and the energy that he put into I'm striving to put more energy. I just kind of fizzle out real quick, but I'm trying to work on that.
Yeah.
That's my goal.
Okay.
I love it.
Oh, she stole my thunder. She working hard. Oh,
that's what she said. She said, "Y'all work out."
Is she chopping up? Look, y'all got to tell me. Look, I'm right here.
Oh yeah, she taking clips now, and she'll play with them. One might be uploaded before we can get off this live.
Let me see.
Look, my beard looking knotty and everything. I had a mask on. Y'all got to tell me.
You good? You good? Why are you trying to fluff?
I would have put some beard oil in if I knew.
You fine.
And then my lighting off.
Why is him and Bobby trying to fluff his beards, Corey?
LaQuita,
yes,
you didn't watch Country Mama Quickie the other night, did you?
I missed it. You know what?
You missed it.
I think I fainted that night. Oh my goodness.
Melissa was in there. It went from quickies to
more quickies.
Long-winded.
Real quick.
Hey Corey, they used me bad. Like I mean, they were just talking about me like
yeah. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
And you know, Casey was there from Armsby Farm, and it was like pearl clutching all night.
Right.
Yeah, it was funny. Like you got to go back and see it. I ain't even gonna talk about it.
Okay.
Look, we ain't even monetized. We only been here 6 weeks. We ain't trying to get kicked out yet. So it was that dirty, but it was.
Ooh.
It was so funny. It was good. It was good.
Yeah. Speaking of dirty, Sherry, go ahead on and close the live. I got things to do.
Okay, Corey.
Yeah,
I just caught that. Wait a minute. I just got it.
Don't let him go to sleep, LaQuita. Don't let him go to sleep. Don't let him go to sleep.
Don't let him go to sleep.
I appreciate y'all.
Yes.
It was fun.
Great.
Yeah, it's been good. You know what? Like David Hunt said, it's been real. It's been good. It's been real good. This was fun tonight. Talk Williams was amazing with all the information he shared. And then look who we got up here as well. So this was great. Broke Farmer, Real Talk with Melissa, Uncle Stu, everybody.
XDMC.
Right.
XDMC, right.
Great night. Great night.
Okay.
And I appreciate everybody for watching us. And, hey.
Yeah, y'all made our Friday night night out with the people. So
that's right.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah. And you know, if we just bad on live, we definitely bad when we get together.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That's
all right, y'all. I'm gonna slide out. While y'all doing the intro, I'm in the comments though.
Okay.
I'm in the comment. Okay.
He gonna slide out. He sliding out.
He literally slid out.
Yeah, he actually slid out. Poor wifey, I'm gonna pray for a broke farmer. He sliding out like that. Woo.
Yeah, he's sliding.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Melissa,
see, are you guys alive in the morning tomorrow or
no?
Not even.
It's raining tomorrow. We gonna stay.
We got
Sweeney Creek. We got Sweeney Creek tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Okay.
Our time, but that's Sweeney Creek. So
well,
I try to
get some rest.
Okay.
Get some rest, y'all.
Thank you all.
All right,
hon.
All right, put us in the back. Yeah, put us in the back because the controls. Let me see what I can do.
Look, me trying to control it. I'm like, this ain't your live. I'm all like, why is it? Where's my?
All right, Melissa. Good night. All right, bye, guy. Good night.
Good night.
Corey, take her to bed, or LaQuita, take him to bed. All right, y'all. It's been a night.
Yes. Lovely.
We appreciate each and every one of y'all for tuning in to the Black's Tropical Homestead show. This was our Friday night sip and chat and sip. Hey, it's all fun. You come, we want to teach you a little something. We want to learn a little something. We want to network and everything.
Yeah,
we want to be
show love.
Family. Y'all are our soil family. Kiss my grass. I'm gonna throw your name all around tomorrow. I'm like, my husband gonna say something at lunchtime. He might say, I'm hungry, and I'm gonna say, kiss my grass. He gonna be like, what she just say to me?
No, she won't.
I'm not. I won't. But I love your name, Kiss My Grass. When I saw it somewhere else, I was like, oh, I like that name. Let me go see. I hope they got a channel. But I appreciate y'all for being here, hanging in there with us. We are all growing in our own little ways, and we absolutely love it. Any last words, babe?
I hope that the information that was given today actually helped everybody grow just a little bit, if not nothing in just knowledge. But hopefully that knowledge will actually make you try some new things and you can actually benefit from it. We do the same thing with y'all. The information we get from y'all, we continue to grow. We love it. We love having y'all as our family.
Soil family.
Right. And with that being said,
good night.
Good night.